Hi, everybody.
Hello. How's it going? We're here today to bring you a special Halloween edition of Age of Sigmar with a custom battle pack called the Haunted Harvest. Looks very fun, doesn't it?
It does. I'm so excited with all the pumpkins.
Gonna be lots of pumpkins on the field, lots of spiders, and lots of demons harvesting the said pumpkins. Don't know why they decided to visit a pumpkin patch, but
I heard
to
there's
each their own, I guess.
right. Can't wait to see all that spooky things.
Tonight you've got myself. I'm Eli Ramos, and this is my co-host Lexi.
Hi.
And we're going to be commentating on the game for you. We have Joe behind the camera for the first time. We'll see how well he does.
Yep.
We thank you all for joining us. We're happy to have you. It's going to be a fun time.
All right. Do we want to look and see what each one of our players is playing today?
Sure. Let's move to the list. The screen figures out why. There you go. Found it.
There we go.
Slambo leaking into our haunted Halloween stream.
Just a little bit today, right?
We decided to make everything thematic. The first list we've got is all demon princes, or at least as many as you can take, which in this case is 5.
There's a lot of them.
I guess you could take 6, but
what is it going to do?
So-
well, technically, yes, there are 6 in there because Bellacor's technically right.
oh, that's
demon,
true.
right?
Yeah, I forget about him. He's the little guy from Slaves, compared to Archeon, the supreme leader of the Slaves to Darkness.
His one's so much bigger than everything else, so
Yeah,
I guess I can see why.
That's the point. He's just a big model. That's the whole idea. But yeah, so we got Slaves to Darkness, which, if you're not familiar with Slaves to Darkness, is basically just a bunch of armored dudes serving the Chaos Gods, and in this case, a bunch of demons who are leading just a bunch of little guys.
You mean spiky armored dudes?
That's true. They are very spiky. Someone who's built a lot of these models, I have definitely hurt my own fingers quite a lot with them. And since we are talking Demon Princes, it means there's only one subfaction that makes sense: the Despoilers, which gives 2 extra wounds to each of the monster's units, which is every Demon Prince and Be'lakor. In addition, the Demon Princes get a command trait in addition to their general. So every Demon Prince has a command trait, except Be'lakor, because he's unique, can't have one. And each command trait has to be different. So he's got a bunch of different Demon Princes leading their own little factions. Grand strategy: doing dominating presence. Wants to have a friendly unit wholly within each large quarter of the battlefield with an inspired triumph. I don't know who's got the triumph in this game. Got to look at total points, but it's what it is.
I know, right? I know that putting all this together, all I know is there's a lot of Nurgle and a lot of corn marked things.
I mean, those are the 2 best marks in the subfaction. Let's be honest. In the army, come on. Like Slanesh is good. Running charge pretty sweet, but extra attacks plus just being -1 to wound, pretty good. Pretty good. The banner's also really good. And for our first Demon Prince, we've got one armed with a demonic axe who has the command trait Not to be Denied. In each hero phase, once he's carried out a heroic action, if he did not carry out the heroic action with this general, he can carry out an additional one with the general. So basically gives him 2 heroic actions, which is pretty nice.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you could only do 1.
Usually you can only do 1, but this command trait says you can do 1 when with this general, as long as you did 1 with something else earlier in the phase.
Oh.
But I believe, and you cannot repeat heroic actions, though. So you're going to get Finest Hour and Heroic Recovery, or an extra command point typically, and healing, or extra command point typically, and whatever else is going on, right? This is really good because the Demon Princes have their own specific heroic actions based on their marks. This one, in general, Nurgle Mark, means that it has a heroic action to turn off wards for every unit within 3 inches of him. We saw how good that was when we had Joe face off Jeff in a Khorne versus Stormcast battle. Turns out, no wards. Really good. Usually a heroic action is a pretty steep cost in some moments, but when you have the ability to do 2, not so bad.
Yeah, really not so bad.
The command ability that he has access to, because every marked hero, so the way Slaves works, every unit has a mark of chaos, depending on what god they have access to. That gives them an ability, and each hero has access to give a command ability to those units based on their mark. Go back, Joe.
Back.
I'm still talking.
Yeah, we have more leaders.
Excuse you.
There's more.
So you can use his command ability at the start of the combat phase on a Nurgle unit. Then when that Nurgle unit, after it fights, you roll dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches. On a 3-up, do D3 mortal wounds. Just spray pustules everywhere, essentially. And he's got wings because flying is better than not flying. And he's got a ward of 6-up.
We don't have the rest of his list.
The rest of his list is a bunch of Demon Princes. You know what? I can find it. Apparently we don't have the card, but you know what I do have? I have Discord.
We have
4
Bellicor
other
to
ones.
this.
There's 4 of them.
I have
I know
Discord.
There's a.
Lexi, can you spout them off the top of your head?
Let's see. There are 4 Demon Princes
4.
that we have. We've got the 2 Nurgle marked ones,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 2 Khorne marked ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what they do.
So-
I know they can all fly, and they all have axes.
Yes, they all fly. They all have axes because axes are cool. Even though swords do mortal, axes are just... Oh, no. He's got 2 with axes. The Nurgle ones have axes.
Oh,
The
right,
Khorne
right,
ones have
the
swords
swords.
because awesome. Doing mortal wounds. It's very thematic. They do mortal wounds on 6s to hit. What does a lot of Khorne demons do? Mortal wounds on 6s to hit. So that first one, we already talked about the one that... The Demon Prince that is the General, which is a Nurgle one. We've got another Nurgle one that is also that has the command trait Radiance Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if you give me a moment, I will find out exactly what that means because I also have access to technology that can tell me things. Finding command traits. Slave to Darkness Heroes.
Hey, Joe.
That's the wrong one. Slave to Darkness Demon Prince is only. Radiance of Dark Glory. The second Nurgle Demon Prince that we haven't talked about has, at the start of your hero phase, roll a dice for each friendly model within 9 inches that has any wounds allocated to them. On a 3-up, you can heal a wound. If the model being rolled for is a monster, on a 3-up, you heal 3 wounds instead. That's pretty good when pretty much your whole hero suite is monsters.
Right.
You have everyone within 9 inches of that Demon Prince on a 3-up, you're just healing 3. That's in addition to heroic recovery that you can do, in addition to whatever heroic action you want to do from another dude. That's pretty sweet. Then on to the 2 Khorne Demon Princes. The first one has Bolstered by Chaos, which is just basically another 2 wounds. So in addition to the 2 wounds that becomes a monster. So it's 2 wounds
2 monsters.
plus another 2 wounds for being in the subfaction
And a monster?
and a monster. 4 wounds. That's pretty sweet. 14 wound Demon Prince.
Is that a good thing?
It's pretty good. 14 wounds is a lot better than 10 wounds that it has typically.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I guess you can stand up longer with 14.
You usually can. And then he's also got the Conqueror's Crown, which in this case... Oh, sorry. He's also got the artifact, the Conqueror's Crown, which... Give me 1 sec. I will look that up again.
Turns into contesting from models of 2 less ones can't contest.
Since you couldn't hear Joe, I can tell you. Enemy models with a wounds characteristic of 1 or 2 that are within 6 inches of that Demon Prince will not be able to contest objectives. Lets him go and just say, hey, little dudes, fight me. This is my objective. And in a map, we're controlling the objectives where you have to stay within 6 inches of an objective at all times in order to control it.
Are
Pretty
they
good.
sticky, though? So that means they're not?
In the normal game, yes, but this map has special rules that say
I love
no.
the special rule.
A special rule that says you have to be within range of the objective at all times to control it.
Oh, look. We've got Bellicor now after this?
And last but not least, we have... sorry. I say last but not least because I'm forgetting about Bellicor again. The last Demon Prince, who's also Khorne, has the command trait, the Death Dealer, which, again,
Steals for a wound. Possible.
Joe trying to figure out what it is.
He's doing pretty good at guessing, I'm assured. It wouldn't
Death Dealer, there it is.
surprise me.
Yeah, once per battle in the combat phase after the general is fought, you can say it'll deal death, and if you do, the general can fight for a second time, but it has strike last. Which usually you want after you make a charge because you get things when you charge, when you're Khorne marked. Last but not least, we have the little baby boy himself, Bellicor, with the spell's Binding Damnation, which is a fight last spell. Just go, boom, you have fight last until the start of my next hero phase.
That's
Which
interesting.
is really sweet. But it's a 12-inch range, which means he's got to move up in order to do it. Then for Chad's battle line, we've got 5 Chaos Knights, 10 Chaos Warriors, 10 more Chaos Warriors, and 3 Varangard. The
It's the
warrior...
best kind, Varangard.
Yes, the Varangard are the... See, she learned. She's catching on quickly. Varangard with Khorne marked and 3 Fell Spears. They're going to slap and do a lot of things. Everything else is marked Nurgle. Bellicor is marked Undivided because he is a baby boy who's trying to serve everybody, but nobody likes him.
Because he's the first prince, right?
Well, he was the first prince, but he's also the most failed prince. Every scheme he does doesn't work. It's like he's cursed or something.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
It could be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The next one's.
The next one is a Blades of Corns list that is not part of this game. Some Noblar got into our files and messed everything up, everybody.
I believe it
wouldn't-
was Chad. I did all that work for nothing today. All the work I did is gone.
Our playing
Wait,
Grot figured
all
it
I
out.
know is that Spencer's
Some
playing
of it.
lots and lots of spiders.
It's lots and lots of spiders. I'll pull up the list. I've got it also because thank you to technology. I have it figured out. All right.
Spiders, spiders, and more spiders.
Yes. So our subfaction is Grimscuttle, which I'm no Gitz expert. If I remember correctly, every time a big spider basically goes underground, it can bring 2 units with it, which means if Spencer brings enough big spiders, he can null deploy his whole army, not being on the board because they'll be underground. I don't think he has that many big spiders, but let's find out. Yeah, Skitterstrand, 2 Spiderfang that are not Madcap units. Got Deep Strike. Then Spider Venom. Oh. Allegiance ability. Spider Venom. All spider mounts, including boss attacks, have 6s to hit or mortal wounds, and as long as they're under the light of the bad moon, which the bad moon is basically a spot on the which is a marker on the board that determines what quarter of the battlefield gives an extra bonus.
Does that mean Spencer has that big ass moon?
He does not have the big ass moon.
All I remember.
I mean, maybe he's got a big ass moon. He's got a Loon Shrine.
Oh.
Loon Shrine's pretty good. Loon Shrine helps you bring back your models, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh.
For the main mechanic of Gitz is that they have this thing called the Light of the Bad Moon. On their side of the battlefield to start the game, the Spencer will get to pick which quarter of the battlefield. Happy Halloween, Bill! Nice to see you!
Hi, Bill.
And I lost my train of thought. All right.
I'm talking about spiders.
I was talking about spiders of the bad moon. Thank you. Yes. So to start the game off, he'll pick either the quarter of the battlefield on his left or the quarter of the battlefield on his right, on his half of the battlefield, to basically be under the light of the bad moon. At the start of each round, before priority is determined, he'll roll a dice. On a 4-up, it'll move. If he doesn't hit the 4-up, it stays where it is. It'll either move to the middle of the board and then to the diagonal corner. Always moves diagonally, and then it'll move off the board.
Good to know.
If he has Scragrot, which if I look at this list, I will find out.
I think
No Scragrot.
No Scragrot.
So
Like that
Scragrot-
scuttling thingy.
Yeah, he's got all this kind of thing. Scragrot has an ability to actually automatically, instead of rolling the die, can choose to keep it or move it if he wants. If it's in the middle, if the bad moon's in the middle of the board, the whole board's under the light of the bad moon, which gives extra effects. Otherwise, it's just the quarter that the moon is in. So either the bottom left or the bottom right, which usually affects how deployment, yada, all that stuff kind of goes. Spiders, when they're under the light of the bad moon, do their venom on rolls of 5 and 6s to hit, and just do mortal wounds, which is pretty sweet. So he wants to be under the bad moon at all times. It's basically Cruel Boys, but a little bit squishier.
Squishy.
Yeah.
Squishy.
Going through the list, we have a Web Spinner Shaman on Arachnarok that knows 2 spells because Spencer took a Warlord Battalion to know extra spells. Knows Curse of the Spider God, makes 1 and 2s to hit, and saves are auto fails for an enemy unit. It's pretty good to basically say 33% of your die rolls just fail. Straight up. Nothing you can do.
All I know is that I remember a bunch of wizards.
Don't you dare
About our
apologize,
spiders.
Bill. We love you too. At least I love you. I'm not going to speak for Lexi. The other lore spell that the Web Spinner on Shaman on Arachnarok Spider knows is called Sneaky Distraction, which is -1 to hit for enemies within 12 inches. It's pretty solid. But it also has a War Scroll spell that says wholly within 18 inches, Spiderfang units get +1 damage on their Spider Venom. And if you cast it on 10 up successfully, it's D3 units. Or I'm sorry, D3 damage, I believe, added. Oh, no.
Wait.
Pick D3 units to get +1 damage on their Venom. Again, Spencer's kind enough to write notes,
It's
but
a D3.
I'm just reading.
He's telling us all the information we need to know.
It's D3 units. Spencer's nice. And the 10 is not unmodified. Taking a book out of the lizards. We just we like saying that we cast on it. Not that the die was a 10. Primal dice, very good here. We are still playing under the GHB, even if this is a custom battle plan. Second Web Spinner Shaman, just on foot, has a 5-up board. Knows Merciless Blizzard, which if you haven't played in this GHB, is a lore spell from the GHB, the General's Handbook, that has a cast value of 12, not unmodified, just straight 12. Thank you, Primal Dice, once again.
All right.
Can't be the range cannot be increased, and it's a range of 12 inches. It also cannot be channeled, which he does not have the ability to do. And you also can't actually cast it if a model was moved prior in the phase. But if you do successfully meet all the conditions to cast it, and you do successfully cast it, you get to pick a unit within 12 and roll 4d6 mortal wounds. Minimum 4, maximum 24 mortal wounds to a unit. However, for every one that you roll on that die, the wizard takes d3 mortal wounds back that they cannot ward. That tiny dude could very well just explode itself, summoning a mighty frost.
All I remember is lots and lots of blizzards. Let's see, what else did he have? He had the, what was it? There was a couple things in there. We're kind of the...
This is since it's a wizard and
I know,
Spencer
it's
took
everything spells, and more.
There are so many spells on here, guys. We're gonna, like, as the resident lizard player who loves to cast spells, this is a lot even for me. The second spell.
Oh.
All right, we're not gonna go through all the spells because I'm being told to go faster. I'm just gonna talk through what's in the list directly. We got a web spinner shaman and a Arachnarok spider. We've already talked about that. We got a little web spinner shaman and another web spinner shaman in the Acolyte Battalion. We got a Scuttleboss on Giant Spider. We've got a Madcap shaman.
There's 2 Madcaps.
We've got another Madcap shaman that's also in the Acolyte Battalion. Both Madcaps are in the Acolyte Battalion.
Right.
Battle line, we've got
Spiders,
lots of spiders.
Spider Rider, Spider Rider, Spider Rider, Spider Rider.
Yeah.
There's lots of them.
The main thing is that they move across terrain and they do venom. And then we got 2 big Spiderfang war parties that can also fly across terrain and count as 10 on objectives.
Isn't there a behemoth in there somewhere?
Yeah. That's what I'm getting to. Like you trying to interrupt me. We've got a Skitter Shrine Arachnarok that can be in Deep Strike, and at the end of combat can go back into Deep Strike. And then Endless Spells. Spencer is a Chad, pun intended, and brought all 3 Gitz Endless Spells. So we've got Scuttletide, comes off of terrain, deals mortal wounds. We've got the Mighty Mushroom that just yeets across the battlefield, or doesn't, and explodes. And he's got, that was the mushroom, the explosion. And he's got the Cauldron that's going to hang around next to a dude, make them a little bit better at doing things. Very cool. And that's the list.
Woo.
Thank you for bearing with us as again, thematically, the Spider Grots kind of invaded the system and made us have to work off of what we could figure out in the moment.
I believe it was a demon.
I'm blaming the spiders, Lexi.
Okay, today's the spiders, I guess. All right, we're going to head off to the table. Oh, look how pretty it is. 4
endless spells. I can't count.
Apparently not.
There are 3 that are included.
All right, it looks like all of our objectives are the pumpkins, which is really awesome.
Do you guys want to explain what's up?
Yep. All right. So as you can see on the board, guys, the pumpkins that are right about where the golden circles are the objectives. Now in this map, there's something different about the objectives themselves. One, they're not sticky. You can only control them and contest them as long as you have models within 6 inches. As soon as you move your models away, you no longer control and contest them. Each objective is going to start with D3 pumpkins on it. In order to actually get victory points for contesting and controlling those objectives, you have to be able to harvest a pumpkin, which you take 1 away when we score objectives at the end of each turn. Now, Joe, remind me, do both players score points at the end of each turn, or is it just going to be the regular player?
It's just going to be the active player.
Just the active player. But at the start of the battle round, the person going second gets to pick 3 objectives to get an additional D3 pumpkins. And thematically, you can see the tiny little pumpkin candies that represent how much pumpkins are on each little pumpkin patch.
All right.
Temptation dice could have been a trick-or-treat gimmick. That would have been very thematic. Unfortunately, Chad didn't bring any Slanesh stuff, at least to, kind of thematically do it.
Both players score. Sure.
I was right. Okay, so both players are going to score points each turn. So it's imperative to just get on objectives and stay on them as much as possible. Otherwise, the deployment is basically exactly as you see right here. Top players in that red zone, bottom players got that blue zone. You got your government mandated 22 inches in between, separating you two. Our attacker is Chad with the slaves. Our defender is Spencer. Our defender, not our defensor, is Spencer with his spiders. And I know we've got some spiders in the ground.
We have a few in the ground, actually.
We have more than a few in the ground.
Uh-oh.
In fact, if I check the Discord, I'll be able to find. Yes.
So many of them.
He's got a blizzard.
Skitterstrand, 5 riders, and a blizzard sneaky distraction web spinner in the ground.
A sneaky blizzard. What?
Those are the 2 spells that it knows. It knows Merciless Blizzard and Sneaky Distraction. Specifically, that web spinner shaman.
Take it off.
Well, someone's going to be able to take
Yeah.
off this overlay. Hey, look, it's gone. If our friends can hear us, they can hear me tell them that they're free to start this game because I want to see models move. The lucky part is that Chad got to borrow 2 of my Demon Princes, which are both Nurgle marked, conveniently painted Nurgle.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Then over in the corner, you might see, I just want to point out, we got borrowed Matt Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Red, blood red over on the right there.
I like that Jeff actually named it like Matt Damon.
Yeah.
I was chuckling.
And then right by the hail bell, we've got the other Demon Prince, who's not red.
Oh, yeah.
Lexi, would you like to talk about the giveaway?
Oh, we do have a giveaway this time.
Mhm.
I'm excited. We get to have a tumbler this time.
We get to have a tumbler this time?
Yeah.
We're giving away a tumbler?
Yes, we're giving away a tumbler.
Now, the question is, how do you enter in the giveaway? Do you know? Because nobody told me.
Yeah, right? All I know is that you put in spooky,
Spooky?
and you'll get
Is there
entered into
anything?
the giveaway.
Is it hashtag spooky or just spooky? Because I think if you just type in spooky in the chat, it's probably not going to work.
Probably hashtag spooky.
It's probably hashtag spooky.
Probably. The special thing about this tumbler particularly is that you get your name
Oh.
and your faction on it.
Oh, so it's a very personalized tumbler.
Yes.
Does it have the thwart symbol on it?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. So if you would like to enter a giveaway for a nice personalized thwart tumbler, by all means, type in hashtag spooky. And if it doesn't work, then I'm going to go yell at Spencer for telling me for the wrong information, and we'll figure it out later.
Right?
I see hashtag spooky. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you contributing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill said he hadn't met me yet. He's like,
Yeah, he hasn't met you.
no, I'm surprised. Because everybody knows who Bill is but me.
He's one of our South Side friends.
Oh.
He's Bill the Marine. Hence his username.
We're too far north for that.
We are a little too far north. He is going to be at Slambo this weekend. It's going to be a blast to see you, Bill. Can't wait to hang out.
I guess I'm just going to have to go roam down there, I guess.
You might have to just to come and visit everybody.
Right? He does have the moon on there.
Yes, he has the Loon Shrine.
Oh, that's
Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The Loon Shrine is the terrain piece for Gloomspite Gitz, which basically lets them... Oh, thank you, Sophiana. I doubt I said that correctly, but thank you for following. We really appreciate it. The Loon Shrine lets Spencer at the end of his turn on a 4-up bring back a unit that has died at half strength.
Ah.
Even these Spider Riders that are all min-sized 5 models, gonna get 3.
Oh, we're losing Vigil for a sec? Okay. Do you want to switch back to us?
Actually, that was really close. Heck yeah. We lost visual, but we're gonna be back momentarily. The camera's stuttering.
Oh, there we go.
But as long as you can hear me, everything's okay because I
That's
can
what
just keep
matters, right?
talking. Yeah, exactly.
No. Oh, it looks like we fixed it.
Maybe.
Maybe. Man, that was an impressive fix.
The fun part about being on the camera side is that they get to all fix all the issues, and we just get to sit here and look pretty.
I know. I love looking pretty. I got excited. I went all out for this one. Did the eyes and everything.
You really did. The question is, can they actually see us? Because I'm looking at like the tech computer, and I'm seeing dice cam and not our faces.
I wonder whose fault that is. This is the...
There we go.
There we go. I was about to say, oh, look, it's...
And there's the handshake of friendship and sportsmanship.
Let's go.
Time for another spooky game.
I'm excited. Oh, and we also have borrowed terrain.
You're trying to get into AOS, and you're not sure how to play really TBH.
Well,
guess
that's
what?
2 of us.
She doesn't either. Yeah.
I don't either. This is
Here's how you play in the very quick rundown. You put models on the board. You shove them forward into other models. You roll some dice. As a result of rolling the dice, you remove the models from the battlefield.
You don't move.
Or you don't move
Or
as a result.
your charges, according to Joe's last.
Exactly. And then yes, Baylor Corvette coming in and saying the thing I was about to say. You also got to stand on the circles to score the points to win the game. There's your quick summary. That's how you play the game. You move models, roll dice. Hopefully you roll sixes because that's the plan. Roll sixes, kill the heroes, stand on the circles, win the game.
Give Spencer 2 prime. Give Matt 1. Or Sam 1.
Attacker gets 1.
I would love to teach you how to play AOS if I ever had the chance in person. The game itself is complicated. The circle's overrated. Just eat your opponent. Fair enough. Also works.
There we go. There we go for the primal dice. Ooh.
I do my best.
Oh, yes. I can't wait. Yeah,
so, Fiona, the best way to get into AOS and figure out how to play is find where your local game store is at. Hopefully find some local players that can show you the basics of the rules. And more importantly, find an army that you really vibe with. You're going to spend more time painting and building these models than anything else, making them look yours, making them look special.
Which one is it?
But if you find people to play with that are willing to teach you the game, you'll have the more fun that way.
There we go.
Just play Sobs and don't need to know the rules and still win. Yes, Sons of Behemoth famously peak at just moving onto circles and rolling sixes.
What? That's not a... No.
Heck yeah, Blood Knights are such sweet models.
They look really pretty. I actually really like them.
Soulblight is really cool. The vampires part of Soulblight is the best part. Blood Knights are fantastic.
All I know is that Lucavi, she can like appear and disappear.
Lucavi, yeah.
Damon failed to be heroic.
What?
Yeah. That tends to be his thing. Actually have a list in mind. That's cool.
Oh,
send us the rundown. Don't type like the full list, but give us the concept. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I want to know. Vampires are cool. Monsters are cool. Zombies can go sit on a snake. Zombies are cool in concept. Although I like their models. The new Deadwalker zombies, when they released them a couple of years ago, pretty cool models. I think it's hard to find, like, honestly, a bad-looking model in Soulblight, honestly, in Death in general. Model-wise, Death is super peak.
Yeah, I agree.
Even, like, the ghouls.
I was surprised.
Can't wait to get my hands on that new Warhammer Vampire Lord.
The new, you're talking the Warhammer Plus one, Joe? Yeah. The Vampire Lord that's coming for the Warhammer Plus is really sweet.
What's
very
the
much
between Warhammer Plus and all the stuff that's coming out right now?
The Warhammer Plus Vampire Lord is not a regular Vampire Lord.
Okay.
And is a special design that is very much a callback to a couple fantasy characters. Isabella and I can't remember and Vlad, who did not make it into AOS.
I heard a lot of the fantasy stuff is really pretty.
Yes. Oh, that's fair. The Graveguard models are kind of suck. They look really good once you paint them up, but getting there is the hard part. Same. I am not a Death player, but if I did, I would also play Soulblight. Though, actually, if they brought Vampire Coast to AOS, I'm in immediately. Either Vampire Coast or Tomb Kings. I'm a sucker for an Egyptian or pirate aesthetic.
Successfully gets Mystic Shield off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mystic Shield went off.
Yeah, Slaves to Darkness going for magical dominance as the battle tactic turn 1, which just means get a spell off and don't get any spells unbound. Successfully gets off Mystic Shield and doesn't need to cast anything else.
Oh.
Looks like it's going on.
Blood Knights reinforced, Black Knights, Skeletons, Vermin, and 2 Lords, 1 Vengorian. Love it.
Vengorian all the way.
That's going to be super fun. I assume you're going to pick Castelli, Sophiana? If you know what rules I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it.
Oh, she should watch the first one of the... Because Matt did a Castelli list, didn't he?
It could be, yeah. Castelli, very fun.
Huh?
We did a video, fun video a couple weeks ago. I think it's on our YouTube page right now, where we did a Castelli versus Ironjaws, and man, the Castelli just ate me up.
Oh, yes, you were on that one.
I was the pigs on that side, and it was just rough. OBR are kind of Tomb Kings, but they're not Tomb Kings, and that's the problem. We can see Chad moving on to movement. He's rolling some dice, which I presume at the moment are runs.
Oh yeah, she got it right. Battle line, right, for the knights.
Yes.
Yes, battle line. That is, in fact, the term. Ogres and orcs have pirate themes. Yeah, but they're not pirates. That's not the pirates I'm looking for.
Not Vampire Ghost.
Not vampire ghosts, exactly. Or if you've ever seen, I don't remember if this was an official army in fantasy, but I have seen people do this army where it's like a Gitz like Air Force army, and it's really sweet.
That's really neat. Oh,
That's fair. Painting 2 skeleton armies sounds like a lot, Bill. And personally, I would go with unless you want to actually play OBR, I would go the Tomb Kings box just for the hobby ability. Tomb
Wait,
King's
there's an
getting
actual
new
Tomb
plastic
Kings
models.
box?
Yes, the Old World is getting new boxes, getting a Tomb Kings and a Bretonian box when they release.
nice.
Yeah, and there's new plastic Tomb Kings coming, which is going to be really sweet. Blood Dragon's best bloodline. You got it right. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of that too. I've seen a full Tomb King Soulblight army. It's great. We got that Demon Prince going in.
Oh,
He's flying onto that objective there. That's
wait,
great.
is that
He's
Matt Damon?
Yeah, it's Matt Damon. He wants to harvest some pumpkins.
Hell yeah.
We got the Warriors also having moved up onto that middle objective there.
Matt Damon does have his toe on the objective.
I assume Matt Damon has his toe on this objective. Thank you, Joe. The Old World plastic kits are very cool.
I want the enchanters. It's fine cast, but the enchanters on the fucking uniform.
Oh, Joe mentioning the new lady
What?
model. Very,
What is
very
that
wonderful.
model?
Yeah.
Oh, all I know is that Twice is coming out this weekend.
Lexi, I think you need to search up the lady.
The lady?
Yeah, the lady.
The lady.
Mm-hmm. She is a fine cast model, but she is gorgeous. Played Brett's in Warhammer Fantasy, thought Castle like Soulblight would feel the most like Brett's. I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Let's go look at this.
Though not thematically the Bretonians. That's still feck.
Not actually the Bretonians. That is also a fact. Bretonians are getting a release in AOS.
Kind of. Bretonian models are getting a release, which means we'll see them in AOS soon.
There we go. Should I find them a new home?
As I look down, I see that the fluff from my speaker is kind of missing.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, here it is.
Hey, look, we found it.
It was under pond.
Can I fix the mic, though? We'll find out together.
You just twist, and it'll become friends. Hey.
We got it. Ladies, gents, and all of neither. I'm going to find a phrase that works.
That lovely
encompass
pumpkin
everybody.
that's up in that corner. We can thank Joe for making that.
It is a pretty beautiful pumpkin. Now, here's the thing. I need a Nightmare Before Christmas style hill to also go with this board.
Oh my god. That
Would have been good. We still have time. We can still use this terrain and add to it.
Yeah.
Those flying calf for Bretonia are going to be converted like crazy. Oh, 100%. The Blood Dragon are Brett adjacent, so it's close enough. Yeah, that's very true. All right. Looks like we see Chad moving those 5 Nurgle Knights. If I remember correctly, they're Nurgle Knights. The Khorne Vanguard are over on the left. Chad basically moving forward and just taking all the objectives, which is fine. He's got his battle tactic. He's going to get a point for every objective he's able to harvest from, which at the moment is going to be 4.
Ooh.
Now, the thing about a lot of slaves units is that on the charge, they're a lot more deadly, but they're not as good off the charge. Specifically, the Knights and the Vanguard, who are much worse if they don't get to charge.
I noticed that.
But I think Chad is deciding, yeah, moving on to the objectives is pretty good, and you know what? Standing on circles, I kind of agree. We'll see where we go from here.
I know that Chad is borrowing a lot of models today.
Yeah, but that's okay. We sourced it together
It was
so that we
fun.
could have a fun Halloween-themed game.
Of course. We should thank everybody that bought their models. We got Alex. Most of the models are, I believe, the Vanguard, the Knights, and the Bellacore are all Alex's.
Well, thank you, Alex.
once Bellicor moves on the screen.
Yeah, once we see Bellicor,
For those of you that can't tell, the Bellicor is in the top right of your screen, partially obscured by the camera. Eventually, he'll move forward, but he's hiding in the shadows where he wants to be because he's afraid of everything. On this show, we slandered Bellicor. We accept it. Let me know in the chat who is your favorite of the favorite sons, Bellicor or Archaon. And if you don't pick Archaon, we have problems.
No.
Yes, them's fighting words. Gitz will have a hard time shifting S2D off the objectives regardless. Yes, but you know what they can do? Hopefully they roll 6s and do mortal wounds.
They're asking model-wise or lore-wise. Would it be both?
Yeah. Yeah. Both.
It would be both.
I do love Bellicor's updated kit. His current kit is phenomenal, but I love Archaon more. And then I also love Archaon more in the lore.
Oh. Bill's saying, limited time, can you harvest pumpkins?
But with the limited time you can harvest pumpkin is a factor. Is this true?
Yes, it is true.
If Chad can stay on those.
Oh, there's Bellicor.
There he is.
Look at those pretty purple wings.
He does look pretty. And that's about all he is.
That's because Alex painted it.
My slap chop warriors don't look that bad next to him.
Yeah, Joe graciously painted some warriors very quickly for us. They look pretty good.
I'll say that's a good purple.
Yeah. Joe came in here and he was like, hey, what color do you want them? I was like, purple and white, gray, whatever.
Thank you, Lynn. We appreciate you following.
I believe that's Megan.
Alex doesn't slap shop. That's true.
No, he doesn't.
Alex does magic.
Yeah, he does magic. I've seen a lot of his. I have not seen a slap chop yet.
Joe out here trying to bring down Alex's reputation.
When we were doing stuff last year for Smash and Bash, when we decided to do the promotional videos, we borrowed that Marathi.
It's true. It's very true.
So I don't believe that's true.
You know what we need to do, Lexi? We need to get a mic for the production grot.
We do.
That would be fun. That way, when Joe says all his comments, it actually makes it onto camera.
No, we need to eventually get one because his faces are just the best. He really doesn't have to say anything. We can just like read his face and
keep us two in the bottom right corner. Put the production grot in the top left corner.
No, right?
6?
6?
Oh yeah, 4 plus 2. That's math. That's how that works.
That's how math works, right?
Mic up the players. We need the trash talk. That's going to come eventually as an option. Eventually.
We just need to get it to not sound like a big hollow room in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically it. Woo!
Also, I think it's very important to note that since Chad went first, he did not use Bellicor's ability, Dark Master. So he did not try, as far as I know, he has not tried to, oh wait, you can't trigger till the start of the, enemy's hero phase anyway. So he might do it now.
Spencer.
Okay.
Primal Dice update. Chad is at 3, but Spencer's at 5.
That's a lot.
What am I dressed as?
What?
Are you an uncultured weeb? Are you not a cultured weeb?
Yeah, Harrison. Wait, Harrison's not an uncultured weeb.
I thought Harrison was a cultured weeb. I thought Sitcath was. And yet, does he want me to just talk? Does he want me to just talk? Is that one of them Chinese?
Harrison, really? You should know.
I just have this real sword, and I'm just going to do this. And then suddenly you're going to feel all the damage.
Yes, that is a sword.
Correct.
goes for magical dominance.
Spencer is also choosing to go for magical dominance.
Well, of course he is. He's got every wizard on the planet.
That's right. Oh, snap. I know that anime. That's right. Hamtaro. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, definitely.
Hamtaro.
Do.
I don't remember
It's
that
been
opening.
like 20 years since I have watched Hamtaro.
Wait.
It's so
Wait, if I'm going to do the glasses thing.
And goes for heroic leadership, gets it, and heroic willpower.
Chad gets both heroic leadership and heroic willpower for his 2 heroic actions.
nice.
Sweet, gets a command point and turns himself into a wizard. Well, I should say more like an anti-wizard.
I was about to say the only wizard.
So he's got 3 unbinds, which is sweet. Because Bellicor has 2, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
2 cast 2.
I'm glad. I love you too, man.
I love how
This
they
is
can
really
guess
fun.
yours. I wonder if they can guess mine.
Mine, I don't understand how they can't guess yours. Well, especially once we put it as. Yes, it is in fact Demon Slayer.
Yay! That's correct.
But he gets yours
He
easily.
gets mine like instantaneously. That's because I'm cute.
That's true. That's very true. Dark Master goes off on the big spider. Which big spider? The green one.
The green.
In the bottom right.
Eli's pretty. Yes, Eli is pretty cute.
Oh, thank you. I do what I can.
I hear our chair in the grot in the chair with his pecking.
So just to talk about what Dark Master is, since it's relevant now, it's on that big green spider there. Basically, until the start of Chad's next hero phase, anytime that big web spinner wants to do anything on a 3-up, he ain't doing anything for a phase. He's got to roll that every phase when he wants to do something.
Oh, Ron wants to know if you're the guy from Demon Slayer who has no personality. His words, not mine.
Who has no personality.
Well, he kind of
has a personality.
Oh,
His personality is being depressed.
is that what it is?
It really is.
I feel like it was just like a straight face.
He is a straight face guy, but he deals. He very much has like, spoiler not spoiler. He has very much like a survivor's guilt deal that he deals with, and like massive imposter syndrome. he it's very funny when the other the other Hashira like talk to him, and he's like completely unaware of what's going on because he's way too in his own head.
The freshener.
Hey, I got good kids who at least keep me on my toes.
And math, right? Phenomenally.
I teach like a college career prep and a notes and organization.
Oh,
we do a
nice.
lot of tutoring in our class, and I do a lot of math in there. A lot of math.
So this must be all fun for you, all the mathing.
I do actually really enjoy the math.
Miscast, baby.
Primal miscast. Who did it? Who
did
miscast it?
Green.
The green?
Yep.
The green web spinner?
That's a weak primal miscast.
Well, how much damage did he do? I can't see.
We're looking up. It's a D3 plus 3.
It is D3 plus 3.
And 6 inches, everything takes a D3.
Everything within 6 inches takes 3 mortal wounds.
Is he even in 6
Or
inches?
D3 mortal wounds.
Oh wait, little green dude next to the center. That's a much more.
The little green dude primal miscast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go find him in GHB.
You have to go.
The little dude, the hero that primal miscast will take D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. Every unit within 6 inches, I believe, will take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh.
Spencer's rolling a bunch of dice. We're going to see him mark models.
Mark some more.
Putting some dice on there to see what those wound counters are. If we see him remove single models, that means it's a hero dead.
Uh-oh.
Which,
That's not a good thing.
especially if it happens to be someone from his acolyte battalion. He's got 3 little dudes in there. But if he loses 2 of them, he's not getting those extra primal dice anymore.
No. Did you find your GHB?
They have been delivered to GHB.
They have been delivered to GHB. I think the spinner only has 4 wounds.
You're right.
It's everything within 3 inches, not 6 inches.
Oh. Why did Spencer roll better? I don't know. Just,
Why didn't Spencer roll better?
That's
That's
a
a
good
good question.
rolled
he rolled the jackpot. He rolled the jackpot just on the opposite face. That's true. He does have a 5-up ward.
Little guy takes 5 mortal wounds. Sucks to suck.
Oof.
Yes, but he rolls 5. But he rolls 5 wards, is what it looks like on screen,
Yeah.
and only takes 3.
Oh, he makes 2 of the wounds?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the little dude is okay.
He just did?
These spiders look so cool.
Yes. Even for being a little old, like the Spider Riders could use an update, but the big spiders, great detail if you like it.
That's usually not what I see when I see Gitz most of the time. I see the little like short dudes.
Yeah,
with
usually
the 2 legs.
you see the little grots, or you see the trogs, big troll boys, or you see the squigs, yes, which have
Yeah.
2 legs, no arms, and big mouth.
Yep.
Squigs.
Lots of squigs.
Lots of squigs.
So I enjoy seeing all these spiders.
Basically the friendly doggos of destruction.
Friendly. How are they friendly?
They're like 4 attacks.
Dude, they want to run up to you and just give you hugs. That's all they want.
It sounds like they want to, like their piranhas come up and eat
I
you.
mean, it's like if you had Jake come up with a slobbery face. Like, that's all the squigs are.
Oh,
They just want a pet.
got it.
Just don't be mean to them. Then they'll be mean.
They're always mean.
Oh no, Chaz killed Eli. Breathe, Eli, breathe.
Woo! That was good. That was good. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Oh, God. Okay. And just so I can answer for everybody, yes, squigs are the dogs of destruction, but the little tigers from ogres are the cats.
Speaking of cats, where's the stream cat?
I don't know where Stream Cat is.
I could open the door and let this
Yeah, open the door and let the stream cat in. Summon the stream cat. He might be hanging out with other people. Ooh.
I think Spencer is continuing with his hero phase. I see Chad try to unbind, and I see a
That's
6 roll.
impressive.
Landed.
Straight
Oh!
on the pumpkin.
Boxcar unbind plus a primal dice. I think Spencer's losing his battle tactic here.
Uh-oh.
12, 15,
Maybe they're...
17.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean...
Chad had 3 primal dice, if I remember
using
correctly.
my dice, I guess that would, you know...
That's a 5 to add on to that.
Did we find...
There's a cat.
There's a cat?
Cat has appeared in the room.
Come here, stream cat.
Cat watch. Hello.
Hi, buddy. What's up? Come on.
He's right in front of us.
Yeah.
Right below.
You can come hang out with me. Come on. Hop up.
So assuming that pile of 5 dice you see in the right corner was the initial casting, the initial cast for whatever spell that Chad just tried to unbind.
There you go,
I'm not
buddy.
looking at the Discord in the moment. I'm not asking what it is. But I see 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And Chad had 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus 5 for another 22. I don't think he has any bonuses. So I think whatever spell that was goes off.
Be on screen, though. I can't tell.
No, he can't be seen. He's a little low. Why don't you bring him on?
Buddy.
Say hello to Jasper, everybody.
This is Jasper, our stream cat.
He's a good buddy. He's
He
a
is
good buddy.
You gonna hang out right there? Is that where you're gonna hang out?
Gonna put that right there.
Stream cat, stream cat. Now he's all comfy.
Spencer did get his battle tactic as a result, and we're in the start of movement phase, which means Spencer's got to figure out what spiders he's going to move forward and whether he's going to bring anything out of the ground. Spiders move fast, if I remember correctly.
They do. They're fast as shit.
Yeah,
And they move over terrain.
and they can move over terrain as if they had fly. I don't think they actually have fly on their war scroll, but they have a rule that lets them move over fly. We need a stream corgi. He has a cute color on. There is a corgi available.
Might as well bring him on too.
The question is, I don't think he will sit still.
No. Yeah.
Jasper's a good buddy.
Jasper will stay here the entire time as long as I'm petting him. He'll stay here the entire stream.
We've sent Joe Grot to go get.
Joe. You mean Grot?
Well, he's Joe. He can have a name. He can be Joe Grot.
Go on.
Chicky, come here.
Come here, baby.
Come here, bud.
Come on. Oh, is he tall enough?
Yep.
Tall.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, buddy. Wait.
Nope.
All right, he flew out away.
Bye, buddy.
I hope the audience got to see Jake for the brief moment
But
that he
he was
attempted to
here.
get on the couch and then ran off. I can see you typing, Joe. I want you to know you misspelled through.
And she just showed you.
You can't see the mistake that he made, but we can on
Yeah,
our
but
end.
we can.
And we can tell you so that the world can laugh at him.
There's an extra space.
And
between
stream just show animals.
You know, maybe we should just have a stream with the animals one day.
We'll get the streams. We'll put the animals into Sigmar thematic costumes.
But
Spencer, moving on to take the objectives. Like we said, they move very fast. They also shoot, if I believe, because the spiders just go.
would this be
And then hopefully he rolls
would
sixes
he
and
be
more
the
moves.
Sphinx then?
Yes. One thing that I have yet to mention, we talked about the bad moon earlier and how it kind of works. I did not point out that the moon is in the bottom right corner of your screen there. You can see the token on the hay bell. That is the moon. Not all of us have fancy antenna with tiny moons on them to kind of represent where they are.
Oh, true.
So anything that is in, I believe it's wholly within, and I know there's a couple Gitz players in the chat. You can let me know if it's wholly or just within, are under the light of the bad moon. Move really fast, die faster. That's right.
I mean, most
maybe Spencer will.
spiders.
Most people are afraid of spiders, but maybe Spencer will. Okay, it's wholly within. Thank you.
Bye, buddy.
Maybe Spencer will get lucky. Maybe he'll stick to the plan, and then nothing will be alive to kill him.
Fair enough.
If he rolls sixes, he does mortal wounds.
All I know is that I bet Streamcat's about to get up on top of the grot chair.
No.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. The shrine does give moonlight, so as long as he's wholly within 12 inches of the loon shrine,
he just
They're
jumped
also
over
under the
there.
mountain.
He was just
Yeah.
like, jump.
that's what he rolled them. He rolled a 4. They move. I mean, they move like 12 inches or something base.
He was just like, watch, boom. And that's why most people don't like spiders, because they can literally do that.
Yes.
I
It is
believe-
relevant to point out that Bellacor's Dark Master was successful again, and so that green spider is staying put. It was successful in the hero phase, so that green spider did nothing, and it's just going to stay there. Ideally, what Chad wants to do is win priority and then give it away, so that he can keep that spider hopefully in that corner doing nothing.
Both spiders?
No, just the big green one. The blue one has no problem. He can move. Dark Master only turns off 1 unit.
Fair enough.
And I believe that green one is the hero, which is why it was a good one to choose.
Yep. A little bit more important than the others.
Yeah, it's either the green one or that one way on the left there. I can't tell.
Well, that's the fucking. That's the fuck. That's not the.
It's the warp. Okay, yeah. So it's not the one on the left. It's hard to tell a little bit from the top down view,
Yeah, a little bit.
but I do like that Spencer has differently colored painted schemes.
Yes.
Adds an interesting dynamic to the army when you can see big monsters like that and they're all different colors and paints.
We can thank Spencer for coming out tonight, because I know he's like fury painting for some
Like many of us. Not me. I'm gonna paint one model tomorrow and I'll be fine.
Oh, lucky.
Well, it's an endless spell. That's what happens when you've been playing an army for a long time and you just kind of have
Extras.
what you want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Who would have thought Spencer had taste? Sure does. Can we zoom in the view? Joe Grot, can you zoom in the view?
I believe that's.
Or is that under Lexi's control?
That's under my control.
Lexi, can you zoom us in?
Which corner do you want?
Can we do right in the middle?
I don't think so.
Or we can zoom in on that sad green spider in the bottom right. Just so we can look at it not moving. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at it not moving. It's just sitting there. Menacingly. We like that. Would you zoom us back out, Lexi? Let's figure out what corner. Only because these spiders move very far away. I want to see the other. I want to see where they're going.
Yeah.
Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Where they're running off to. Oh. Oh, we got Megan over here too. Yeah.
I want to note that Spencer is basically swarming the middle objectives to take them back from Jed. And if he's able to take that right objective, which he can, because again, Big Spider counts as 10 models on the objective.
What?
Yep. So he can take them all and basically tie Chad back. The question is, can Spencer go for a gutsy teleport teleport up here behind objective and just take the back one too? I don't think he can. I think the Demon Princes are too close to the objective.
It might be. Oh, he's looking at how Matt Damon's sitting over there.
He is, because he wants to bring in his 4th big spider.
It's like, where was the other spider? I knew there was another one.
There's one in the ground along with 2 other units.
Spy spider. Yes, spy spider.
Sky spider. Spencer playing these spiders like it's Knights of the Empty Throne. So brave. That's right. They are brave spiders. Are they brave or are they just stupid though?
I mean,
They are grots.
they
Intelligence
are.
is not what they're known for.
It's like, where'd the spider go?
Although I'm also not sure bravery is what they're known for either.
Oh, he's on the other side.
Yes, because he can appear anywhere.
Oh, there we go.
Anywhere he wants.
He just like zoomed him in right there. There he goes. Isn't it technically a ground spider, not a sky spider, because it came from the ground?
I think it's a funnier image to think of the spider just like flying out of the sky on a parachute.
From like one of the KO battles.
Air Grot 1. Air Grot 1.
It flies from the sky. Fair. It probably will.
You just look in the sky and you see like 2 or 4 legs just rapidly twirling around like they're propellers. Heligrot.
They could have like a parachute thing. They like hold their back leg.
They could.
Oh,
Like,
wait, they could
parachute
just.
for it.
Oh,
Spider Doom Diver. That's right.
Absolutely. I mean, they
It's got to be a
could
little
go
tighter
away.
on the landing. There is a
They
squishy
could go on a
character.
web, then just go whoosh.
That's true.
Spiders can come from this. Yeah, Stormcast can. Yeah, spiders probably can too. Yes.
Oh, that dude's getting set up for Blizzard. That's gonna be Blizzarded.
Matt Damon's
oh
getting
boy.
a blizzard.
Oh boy.
Maybe.
Ooh.
So yes. Little Grot that's coming on the board within 12 inches of Matt Damon right there. Spencer gets that double. He is looking for that sweet, sweet Blizzard action. Flying Spider is literally the stuff of nightmares. I think there was a movie about that.
Is that as bad as Sharknado?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It probably is. I don't think I want to see a tornado of spiders coming at me. I think I would just lay down and die.
I mean, there's those big spiders.
Swordcats can come down from the sky, so can spiders. Fact.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Yes,
too.
Spider-Man too.
True.
True. Look at all these spiders.
Is that Holland or
Yeah, I was about
That's
to
a good
say.
question.
Which no, there's
He
two
said.
of them.
He said.
There's
Spider. Well, that's
Garfield.
amazing. Spider-Man 2 as well.
Oh.
He said Spider-Man 2. I'm assuming he's a connoisseur and talking about the Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah. He didn't say Amazing Spider-Man or look at Joe over there dancing.
Which
to
is a
the
good
sing.
Peter Parker. Actually, no. Sorry. Backwards. Garfield was a great Spider-Man.
yeah?
Yes.
Such good wit.
Yes, please. Water.
Let's go.
Sure. The blueberry.
Spider
water.
Pig. Spider Pig.
Yes.
Could also use some water. Another Grot is getting us drinks because talking a lot makes your mouth dry.
I know, right? Oh, wait. What do spiders?
More like the vomit phase.
I was about to say, isn't it vomit?
It's more
No,
vomit.
it's venom. It's go.
I was gonna say that like they're gonna use their mandibles. It is an acid.
Arrows? No, it's venom. It's from the,
Don't spoil my narrative.
Yo, what if a spider could like shoot its ass web out and like grab a dude and like fucking like yank him in, you know, like reel a motherfucker in.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Fair warning, they taste like nothing.
Did you try
Stick
the
Cat
case
is here
one?
to tell us that, yes, it is in fact the bows from the spiders on top, but I like to think the spiders just use their mandibles and just go,
I know, but
I
what
put a
makes
spell on you, and now you're gone.
you missed what you missed what Joe said. He said they just need to go from the web from their butts.
Yeah,
Ass blaster.
Oh, an ass.
called it an ass blaster.
So the front of that model has a lot of overhang. So just to kind of get it in position. where-
Delicious.
Hi. Huh? I can't help you.
If you are needed elsewhere, you can. I can hold on.
Oh, true. You can.
My co-host is needed elsewhere, and she will be back
She'll probably
momentarily.
be back.
I do advise that she removes the mic from her.
Just come for the adventure.
Who wants to join me? Special guest.
It's very good.
It's Meg. Welcome back. Here, have a bond. The stream cat has decided to remember that it's a cat and do cat-like things all over our setup. Much to the chagrin of the Joe Grot, who's trying to figure out a way to get to where Stream Cat got to, while Spencer is shooting all of his stuff. I'm going to be honest, as far as this goes, I don't know what characteristics spiders have. I'll look it up in a second, but I know he's going to roll a bunch of dice, and Chad will roll a bunch of dice, and we'll see how many models move. He'll get the moon coverage on some of his models, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's a really short range. 16 inches is pretty good. That's skink range. Basically the same number of attacks as skinks. Spiders are basically skinks. Yeah, 12 from the shine, a quarter of the board. So some of his stuff is going to be able to do mortals on 5s. But otherwise, everything does a mortal wound on a 6.
So I definitely know even less than Lexi. So are the little candy corn pumpkins, do they mean anything?
Yes, the little candy corn pumpkins. They are how you are able to get victory points from the objectives. You cannot get a victory point from an objective unless there's a candy corn pumpkin on it.
Nice.
Yes.
So I shouldn't have ate Spencer's candy corn pumpkins.
No, you absolutely should have. Yes. Because let's be honest, they're still tasty. It is just pure sugar after all.
Absolutely.
But yes, but at the as a reminder, oh, thank you, SSRCCSS. No, I'm sorry, one S at the end there. We appreciate you following us.
10:22, let's go.
If you're new to the stream today, 1, welcome. We're happy to have you here. 2, we're doing a special game of AOS called the Haunted Harvest,
Ooh.
where the only way you get objectives is by staying within 6 inches of the circle. You do not keep them if you move off, and you get victory points on both turns if you control it, and there's a candy pumpkin on there. At the start of the second battle round, whoever goes second gets to pick 3 objectives on the board and add D3 pumpkins to it. So it's a way to be able to add some more points to be able to be scored off an objective that no longer has any points, or be able to just reinforce one that's being contested.
Blue spider gets it in.
Deep Strike Spider, the purple spider all the way on right there, failed their charge, but that's okay. The blue spider made it into something.
Okay, bye.
Meg, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Sorry.
Always nice to have a second body on the couch.
I know, right?
Matt Damon is getting that spider butt in his face.
Trying to get him in there.
Matt Damon wants no part of this.
The Meg. Back, yay!
And we have Lexi back.
I almost brought the stream dog. He didn't want
The fake
to-
Bond?
No, the real corn.
No, that's the Bond.
This is Bond.
That's
yes.
Bond.
Yes.
Jake is fake Bond.
Yeah, Jake is fake Bond.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see this big spider just web all over Matt Damon.
That sounded According to Joe over there, that's hot.
I live to serve. No.
It's great. You should definitely watch it.
I've never seen an episode of Spy Family. You absolutely should. Because here, let me talk. Here's why Spy Family is so good. It is a slice of life anime that just has the funniest people dynamic. It is an adopted family. The dad, top tier spy. The mom, an assassin. The girl can read minds, and later on there's a dog that can see the future. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, that was right. That was actually pretty funny.
Is great. Trust me, I told you nothing about the show.
No, you didn't tell us anything.
I
about
told
the
you the
show.
most basic thing that you need to know. Trust me, it's great. If you haven't started watching it, I highly recommend it.
Damn. No. Wait, maybe. Let's see. I like how brings
You
us
didn't know
all
why I
of
was the spy and who was in the family. Well, guess what? You would have found that out on episode 1.
If not 2.
It's kind of the synopsis of the show.
Look, baby sour gummies.
Baby sour gummies. Are they spiders? I saw crawlers on there.
No, they're worms. I wish they were spiders. That'd be so appropriate.
Would be appropriate.
You want more?
Yes.
Sorry, throwing things at the chair grot. Oh, look, there's Laffy Taffy in here. You want something?
No, I'm good. So yeah, Sicketh, go watch Spy
What's
Family
your
and then come tell me how
best?
much you love the show, because it's great.
Um,
Hello, Zining. Great to have you. What is Joe
Joe's-
dressed as? Joe is dressed as Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Wait, Joe's not dressed as Joe. Joe's dressed as he had to do a bunch of stuff before he started. He literally pegged the.
Hey, look, someone said hi to you, Lex.
Hi.
I'm trying to look at the board to see if there are any more charges being made, and I don't see any more spiders moving. Probably the right move. Generally not as good in combat as the slaves unit.
Oh. Joe dressed as Joe the plumber.
That's right.
Yeah. No. Joe Dirt.
All right, so it looks like, as far as the combat goes, the big spider did Titanic Duel, so it was +1 to hit against the Matt Demon monster.
Sweet mullet yet. I would hope you wouldn't have a mullet.
Joe's getting his hair back, but it's not quite to the supreme mullet levels.
Yeah.
We'll get there though. We'll get there.
God.
But anyway,
no.
Matt Damon roared the big spider, so big spider could not get like additional pluses to hit, which is fine because he Titanic Duel to get +1 to hit. But the Demon Prince roared, or the Demon Prince used all out defense, made a bunch of 2-up saves. At the moment, we have 3 wounds taken out of. Is Matt Damon the one that has the 14 wounds? We'll find out. We'll find out.
Maybe.
Demon Prince, not a monster. So so this is the one with. So Matt Damon's the one with bolstered by hate that turned him into a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is the one with 14 wounds.
Yeah, I was about to say, because technically 2 of them are classified as monsters.
You have just Be'lakor.
Be'lakor and Matt Damon.
And Matt Damon, yeah.
The other 4 Demon Princes are not monsters.
Friends or monsters. What?
I see a 5 on that die right next to him, Joe. Are you sure it's 8 damage total?
Yeah.
Is Chad being weird in count when it comes to counting?
I don't know.
Oh my God. You not tell me he.
What did he do?
6 total damage.
What
Saved
did he
1.
do? Yes.
Oh my God.
Joe doing some behind the scenes weird.
Oh, wait. Are they using the dice? Wait. Let's see if they use the dice cam. I think I can.
We'll find out.
There you go.
Hmm?
There we are. I was like, I think I can. There you go. Is he rolling in it? I can't tell.
Ah.
Oh. Are you really allowed to move? Like, what's happening? There's a
Trying to figure out what happens. Matt Damon swings back.
Chad did a damage.
Did
A
one
damage?
damage to Big Spider. Such a blue deck play for Corn. Yeah, damn right. So just so everybody is aware, Chad is a monster, and he counts down. So that Demon Prince has 8 wounds left, not taken.
That's very interesting.
Whatever works, as long as he's consistent across all his models.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's just the way that AOS rules are. A lot of stuff is based on wounds suffered or wounds taken. Damage tables are wounds suffered, not wounds left.
Chocolate, bro. Why'd you break up the gummy?
I'm not the person that brought the gummy bag.
Lexi is having a fight with the Joe Grot.
It's the Twix Kit Kat bag.
Probably on the table.
That's the bag we need to pop open.
Lovely Megan, will you please bring us the chocolate bag? Thank you.
Spencer auto passes the battle shock on the spiders that were harmed by the primal miscast and edges the middle objective out by 1 to take the sides. So he scores 4 plus 2 for battle tactic. The game is tied 7-7.
It's 7-7?
Yes, because Spencer earned a point on
The end of
the end of Chad's turn that we forgot to mark. So the
so
updated
sorry.
score should be 7-7 because Chad is going to score for his back objective, and then Spencer will score for the 4. Basically the same kind of setup we had before, but worse. Now we're going to priority. We have the dice cam on?
Yep.
All right, good.
Yep.
We really need to pop that.
Spencer rolls a 5 and takes it.
Double toe?
So the question is the Big Green Spider going to get to do anything this turn? Because Dark Master will still be up.
Really?
Yes.
Hell
Bellacor's ability does not stop until the start of their next hero phase.
Uh-oh.
So until Chad has his hero phase, Bellacor's ability is still online. So he's going to keep rolling 3-ups to see. He's going to keep rolling 3-ups to see if that Green Spider's going to do anything. Chad.
I think Joe found his beautiful bag.
Yeah. Chad, going second, gets to pick 3 objectives to get new to get more candy. Looks like he's adding 2 to the objective by the home. Makes sense. Looks like he added 3 to the back objective that Spencer has. No, I don't want chocolate, Joe. No, thank you. I'm in the middle of talking about what's going on. Joe Grot interrupting me. Yes, Be'lakor is a rude boy. He's also a punk-ass bee.
Joe Grot is so happy over there with that bag of chocolate.
He really is happy with his bag of chocolate, and I'm happy with my gummy worms.
I agree.
Oh, the last objective to get pumpkins added is the one over by Matt Damon, and the blue spider got 2 added to it, so it's back to 3.
Ooh.
Moon in the middle. You will try. You will try to Dark Master my butt.
Oh,
That means you gotta get past Dylan first, buddy.
Are we still?
You got 4 more gas getting shoved up your little butt. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
If only Dylan was here to see this, but he's too short to see the screen.
Food. Oh, back to us.
Waiting for the DM from Dylan.
There we go. Sorry, wrong button, guys.
Where is that dude?
Yeah, anywhere that he can show up to shit talk, he does, but he's not here today.
What?
At the moment. Got to get in line if you want to Dark Master that ass. That's right. God, I have not played against Be'lakor in a hot minute, though. I think the last time I played him, I played against a Be'lakor. Like, Legion of the First Prince was an allegiance and not a sub-faction.
Wait, what?
It was a long time ago.
All I remember.
He disappeared. He disappeared from the competitive meta for a minute.
Spencer needs to do 8 mortal wounds with Spider for gaining battle tactic. Venomous assault.
All right. Spencer is choosing the venomous assault battle tactic, which means he has to do 8 mortal wounds via his venomous spider thingy. Which, you know, if you're going to do it, this is the turn. Moon's in the middle of the board. Everything's under the light of that moon, which means every attack that's a spider, 5s and 6s mortal wounds.
Uh-oh.
Big spiders do 3 mortals with them.
Big spiders do 3 mortals on their bites, Joe. Very good.
You haven't confirmed on the primal dice number, though. It's the same amount as before.
I can find out. Oh, Chad missed Dark Master on this turn, so that green spider could do things in the hero phase.
Oh no!
And next turn, all the spiders are dead. Yes, maybe.
What are you doing over there?
Hopefully for Spencer, only some of the spiders are dead.
What are you trying to do? Round 2?
You should be able to. Hold on, I will step 1 moment. I'm going to help Joe Grot out. You're going to have to come with me audioly.
Is it
right,
one of
Joe,
the basic ones?
You're going to pick
actual,
the thing that says Defender Battle Tactics.
Mm-hmm. Go to, that one.
And then you just type it in. Oh, no. Open that text document.
Oh, yeah.
Open the text document.
Here goes Eli again, teaching us
look at that.
using the correct text document.
When it opens, you type the battle tactic in there, and then it works.
It's on your other screen.
Joe Grot learning how to do it, and I'm remembering things. Turns out this brain holds some information after all. And it's not just how to cast magic with frogs.
Frogs?
Like I use frogs. Amphibians, if you will.
I thought they were lizards.
Some of them are lizards, but not the superior wizards.
Don't bully Joe. Oh, come on. It's the best part
Always
about
bully
this.
Joe. What are you talking about?
I know.
And let's not forget that there's a tiny little web spinner shaman within 12 inches of Matt Damon.
Where?
You see that? See that note card over by the purple?
Uh-huh.
It's on top of that.
Oh, they're so tiny.
You do need to find your skewered frog for Marathi again. That was a really cool model. Zion got himself 2 Marathis, and on one of them, the Shadow Queen has a frog splattered on it because skewering croak. A really neat idea because Marathi's biggest enemy, to be honest, Slam. Yeah,
Is it?
pretty much. In game, at least. Lore-wise, Marathi makes enemies of everybody. And Croak just kind of does not care.
Herself.
He's dead.
Too old.
He is, in fact, too old.
Too old for this shit.
Well, Spencer tries to cast Blizzard and rolls a 3 and says, nah.
Oh.
Wait, does that mean that the blizzard could technically explode on him?
Say that again, Lexi?
Does that mean that the blizzard can come back on him?
More so, 1, he doesn't get it off because he needs a 12. And with one of those dice being a 1, the risk is too great that you're going to primal miscast and just explode your little dude.
Aww.
But we do have Hand of Work on 11. The question is, who's getting teleported and where? We'll see. Find out this time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, it's next time on Demon Slayers.
Yeah, but it's this time right now. No, they don't do that on Demon Slayer. Lexi's just trying to be funny.
I know.
I need that JoJo's baseline combo. Spanish DBZ? Now that sounds like a trip.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I bet the accents were funny when they were going into Super Saiyan 2.
Oh, man.
Because Spanish dubbing was great in the 90s. I don't know any Spanish.
Roundabout is the name of the song.
Roundabout is the name of the song. Thank you, Joe. Were there any subtitles? I need to know.
Oh my god. Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Spanish would have been amazing.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Spanish, gotta be great. No subtitles. You're wonderful, Harrison. Wonderful.
Reminds me of watching Naruto on 60-second clips
What?
on YouTube.
Oh, Joe, bringing some top tier old
Old YouTube.
old weeb memories of watching before like DVR and everything existed, and the only way we could watch anime in the U.S. that wasn't at like 2 a.m. was in 60-second clips on YouTube.
I just
In
see
like
Image reverse.
in like 22 parts. Yeah, and yes,
so
image
many
reverse
parts.
and with like big watermarks on it.
Or they were in the little itty bitty screen.
Weebs nowadays are spoiled.
They are so spoiled.
Kiss anime. What I would get.
Someone who grew up with Dragon Ball Z in French, it wasn't great.
Oh my god.
I just.
Also sounds hilarious.
It does. We're gonna have to look this up afterwards.
I gotta know what father-son Kamehameha in French is. Oh, deadly terrain. Someone stepped on deadly. Silly.
Yes, the green big spider when it teleported.
Went
What a
kaboom?
dummy.
We see it move to the middle of the board
Yeah.
to kind of make up for the fact that it didn't do anything.
Works my butt. Slam that shit down.
Bring the nuke.
Where-
Windmill slam this nuke on the middle of the board. How far is it going? I want to know.
Is it flying? Is it flying?
Well, the roll's an 8 to cast. So the question is Chad going to try to unbind it? I don't know how many unbinds he's got left.
I don't know either.
He tried to unbind the teleport.
Oh, +5 from the primal to a 13.
Okay. So we got a 13 to cast Mork's Mighty Mushroom. Yes, it's 66 distance. I know. 6-1's incoming. Spencer, Harrison is rooting for your downfall. Meanwhile, I want you to roll that sweet 6 6s and just yeet it across the board.
Oh, you're gonna lay down?
Oh, I guess he doesn't want to come this way. Huh.
Chad rolls an 8 to unbind, but misses with the primal dice being added. They rolled a 30. That's right.
Top of
Spencer rolling to see what max distance is.
Oh no!
There we go. How much is it? 22 inches, baby.
That's so much.
You can have this.
It looks more like a pumpkin.
We love it. We love it. For those of you unfamiliar with how Mork's Mighty Mushroom works, which I wouldn't blame you if you weren't, because you rarely see the thing. Mork's Mighty Mushroom, a nice exploding. What it does, at the start of the shooting phase, you roll a number of dice for each unit within 8 inches, equal to the number of models in that unit, and for each 5 up, it's a mortal wound. Where'd that Scuttletide at? I don't know, Spencer. Where's the Scuttletide, Spence?
I don't know. Good question.
Let's see the skull.
See, Scuttle.
Scuttle.
Nothing like a cruise missile mushroom. That's right.
Dude ate his mushroom. He's going for another cast.
Oh. Ate the mushroom. Go for another cast. All right. Is it going to be... Oh, it's not... This is the one that casts the mushroom, though,
Yeah,
right?
so
So we're not going to see Scuttletide this turn. Sad.
Aw. I just see that.
Itchy nuisance.
But he is going to cast Itchy Nuisance. We like that.
It's fight last.
We like that.
I think it's
Sorry. I believe you are correct. I think it's fight last. We'll find out. One of them will text us eventually.
One of them will tell us what we need to know.
Knights are fight last.
Knights are, in fact, fight last. Let's go. Unfortunately, not close enough to get hit by that mushroom. Drain that shroom hurts him too. Yes, but I don't think he has anything within 8 inches. And if he does, he won't by the time it hits the shooting phase.
I fucking Gitz player nicketed my my dragon malt ale.
Oh no, Foot Dude is casting Scuttletide on an 8.
Oh,
We got another dude.
I just enjoyed that Jasper.
Chad rolls a 6 for an unbind. We're going to see the Scuttletide.
No.
Scuttletide.
Oh, there it is. Is that it?
Yes, it is. It's a long range of spiders. As you might expect, it is literally just a bunch of spiders coming out of a terrain.
Of course.
Yes, there is no range on this because you pick a terrain on the board and you set it up wholly within, I believe it is 8 inches of that terrain.
Battle Grand Strat technically.
Oh, that's right. I never talked about what the Grand Strat is for Gloomspite Gitz. What is the Grand Strat?
I have 2 more spells.
Have 2 or more endless spells on the board. More than one. Yes.
Oh, he could get that. He could just
More than 1 inch from an enemy for the setup for the Scuttle Tide.
Oh, look at all the
So he's
big
got
spiders.
so he's got a little thing,
Oh.
but it's gonna move, and then he's gonna roll an amount of dice. Harrison, please tell me how many dice it is, and then I believe it's for every 5 up.
I like
It's
how
mortal wounds.
Spencer came all the way to the other side of the table just to stick that in there.
Dice. Thank you very much.
He's gonna have a really
And it's
hard
not Harrison, but thank you.
he's
I
gonna-
do remember the 5 up at least.
He's gonna have a really hard time getting around that stuff. Like those warriors are gonna have to probably take a.
Here's the thing about Scuttle Tide. Anytime an enemy unit moves within range of it, they take the mortals.
We're gonna play Chad. Do it.
It's very fun.
He may have to.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Each unit that finishes a normal move, run, retreat, or charge. So redeploys will not trigger it.
Run, move, charge, retreat. And it doesn't work.
And as long as the spell's wholly within 12 inches, it can only be dispelled with a dispelling roll of a 9 up, even though its casting value is a 7.
Nice.
Of course it doesn't work on spiders. What kind of Scuttle Tide would work on spiders?
I get one.
Like, yeah, it gets one.
Look, I guess I walked into that one.
Sneaky distraction goes off on 7. Don't know what that one does.
Yeah. Sneaky distraction?
I don't know what Sticky Distraction does. It is a spell. Does a thing.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember. I did a lot of copying, pasting, typing earlier.
But what if it's spiders on mushrooms? By God.
What if it was the spiders exploding from the mushroom?
Oh, Sneaky Distraction is the -1 to hit spell
Got it.
on enemy units within 12 inches of it. Is it 1? Oh, this is the one where I believe if you get it, it's 1 unit, and if you get it on a 10 up, it's D3 units. Chad is out of unbinds. Oh no, it's an aura, so I must be thinking of a different spell.
Oh, red. Oh,
Chad is out of unbinds, but is Spencer out of casts?
ooh, I don't know.
Let's find out.
Right?
I'm sure we'll see. I'm gonna look. I'm waiting for the messages that tell me, hey, cast this, do this.
Gift to the spider.
Spider God, Spider God.
Looks like Spider God. The gift of the Spider God goes off on a 6.
Woo!
Scuttle Boss gets it off.
Is that
Spencer
a-
having a great hero phase. The only thing that went wrong is he did not get Blizzard off, which means he didn't wipe Matt Damon off the board early. Which is honestly kind of okay. That big spider's engaged with Matt Damon, has a big chance to do a bunch of mortals in the shooting phase to it. And then in combat, more mortals to it, hopefully.
I haven't seen them flying very much. All these Demon Princes.
Well, they're flying. They're just flying a little bit at a time. He did, in fact, take a conservative turn 1. Venom or Curse of the Spider God? That was, I believe, Curse of the Spider God.
Yeah, Curse of the Spider God.
I said gift because that's what I was given, but I believe it was Curse.
I don't remember writing Venom.
Scuttle Tide does 2 damage to what unit?
Probably the warriors right there, right?
Yep, looks like 1 warrior going away. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, little buddy.
Nah, didn't make them 5-ups.
And now
Sometimes
I
you
get
just
to
don't make your
enjoy
5-ups.
those lovely pumpkin.
I'm used to rolling a lot of failed wards, so I understand the feeling. Aren't you used to it being free nowadays?
I was about to say.
I don't remember people paying for Scuttle Tide anymore.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
get
you
the
have to-
fucking the loon skin.
Yeah, you get that trog, yeah, who takes the loon skin and it's just like, so nice, so nice. I get to bring all these spiders.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, well, Dark Master goes off in the movement phase, which means that big screen spider that we teleported into relevance range,
Oh, yeah.
it can't move.
Oh, no.
It might be able to shoot, unless Dark Master goes off again.
But I could have it for only 30.
But I could have it for only 30. You could, but you won't because it's still a good spell. 80
Yeah.
points.
Oh, it is 80 points.
It deserves to be. When it was 30 points, it was a menace. It's still good at 80.
It'd be nice if you could take more than one, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately you can't.
If I could take 3 boxes,
Otherwise, honestly, I would take multiple Maelstrom impulses.
hey, volleyballs! Doof, doof, doof.
Oh, goodness.
They're so
Explode.
Good. It's so good.
Explode.
Oh my god.
But I would be awful. 150 points for 3 Maelstrom impulses would be crack. Crack cocaine.
3
3
pendulums.
pendulums. Now that is a move of culture.
Oh, goodness.
3 suns.
3 purple suns is disgusting, Joe. How dare you suggest that?
2 even sounds worse.
I mean, think of the opportunities for hilarity.
Skulls are better. You know what? What if you could bring 3 pairs of skulls? You just make this like wall of like cascading. That puts them all.
That
Go
was
cosplay a wizard.
16 damage because he didn't go through this cast.
16
Don't-
damage from a miscast.
Doesn't skulls explode?
Skulls, if you roll a natural 8, yes. Just explode everything.
Negative
-6, that's true. -6 to cast.
These arts.
Like, if I was playing a wizard army, why would I even try? I'm like,
I mean, technically.
The links we have to go to keep Seraphon balanced.
Joe saying that this is the lengths we have to go through to keep Blizzard's balance. 3 pairs of skulls.
And look at those spiders move.
Free Blizzard in your list. Your fucking a free set of skulls.
Oh, man.
We got 1 spider coming up on those 5 Chaos Knights.
I like how nothing's attacking the Vanguard over there.
Yeah, the Vanguard are okay. We don't really want to. We don't want to go over there.
The Spencer would be silly to go.
Though even without charging, those Vanguard will destroy those spiders. What we might see is Spencer string out a unit of Spider Riders to kind of block those Vanguard from getting to anything relevant. That way, if Chad chooses to fight twice with his Vanguards, the only thing he kills are 2 units of spiders. Spencer kind of okay, yeah. What, 90 points a unit? Yeah. 180 points of his list gone.
Why does he have that 1 over there?
Which
He
one?
put a 1 on the dice
Where?
behind the knights. Does that mean a 1 would? Is he keeping it consistent?
Who knows? I don't know anymore.
There?
Does Spencer end up taking King's Gitz or Grim Scuttle? He is doing Grim Scuttle. He started off, if you didn't see deployment, Harrison, he started off with the War Party and a Web Spinner and a unit of Spider Riders in reserve.
This is a feature. I don't know where it is now. I done lost it. Oh, up there. Yeah. What's the deal with the 1 dice over there?
I think that's the 1 damage you took from Dan.
Yeah, but then we have counting down
Yeah,
and
I'm
counting
counting
up
around.
all in the
It's
same.
thing.
We need consistency.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I assume it's 1 left.
It's taken a run of
Looks like he's redeploying them Chaos Knights, which only moves him closer to some other spiders that can also just shoot him. I don't know. I think he just wants to be further away from the big spider. If he gets charged by the little spiders, so be it. Which is better than the 3-inch charge that they had. 6-inch charge better than 3-inch, at least for Chad.
Something else is coming out.
However, yes, big spider party.
What is that?
It's a unit.
With 2 spiders on it?
Yeah. It's some grot that has 2 spiders on it. Or it has.
A grot with 2. A grot on top.
Yes,
of 2
the grot is
spiders.
carrying the spiders. I'm sticking by my snafu. Spider boss, thank you. I would like to note, as far as victory points go, the left pumpkin doesn't have any. The left objective does not have any pumpkins on it.
Doesn't surprise me.
So it cannot. So there are no points worth from it up there. Yeah. It had one left. Added 3 on the bottom there. We've got 1 pumpkin in the middle. We've got 2 pumpkins up top, and we got 3 all the way on the right, which means Spencer will likely clean the objective out in the middle, preventing from Chad from being able to take those. Which means Chad's gonna have to do some real work to start lifting off of objectives here.
Oh yeah, Harrison's saying that he did a kit bash because the spider boss model is hot trash to build.
That doesn't surprise me. Well, he can't be too far away, remember? He still has to be, I mean, although they move 10 inches in charge. I mean, like, not like they have far to go. Yeah, that's what, yeah. A metal, new in box?
What? Isn't that like oldie woldy?
Yeah. But given how many models Demi has, because I know he has armies and armies. Does Spencer have a goblin mask to put on? He's got the goblin mask.
Oh.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see it during review, huh?
Yeah. Well, it'll come out when the time is right. There it is. Look at all these spiders menacingly moving forward.
I know. They literally are like crawling all over the board.
It's just bugs. They're crawling all over the board. If you'd like to join the giveaway, we have a custom Dull Weirdcast tumbler that we're giving out that has your name and your favorite faction added onto. Please go ahead and join by doing hashtag spooky in the chat. I believe you can only answer once, so if you've already entered, leave it clean. However, if you would like to join, please do so.
Twitter.
Joe Grotz says Twitter. I don't know what that means.
Nobody guessed our things. Oh wait, somebody did.
Unless he wants to, unless Joe is asking me to promote the Twitter, there's a Twitter account at Dull Weirdcast that you can follow to get all of our updates from the source, which is, I believe, run by Joe Grot himself for the most part. Although occasionally you'll see myself, Spencer, or some other people tweeting out and retweeting because it's good to get the name out there.
Yeah, and Joe Grot hasn't quite used Twitter that much.
He's figuring it out.
Slowly.
Don't got you one of those. X? I'll never call it X.
Me neither.
It's Twitter.
It's still Twitter. X.
Joe's saying he wants to re-X something. Doesn't even know that's not what they're called.
Yeah, it's still called a retweet.
No, it's not.
Is it?
No.
What is it?
It's called a repost now.
That's dumb.
Yeah. They decided to get really generic with it. No flavor at all. You know, just like the guy who owns it.
$41 million. Just call it a repost.
Joe, 41 million? Are you sure you used the right amount of commas? Billion dollars. $41 billion. Yes. Why? Why would have been a better name?
Why not?
Yeah. Got him.
Aww. Joe Grot's loving on his...
All right, streaming going off. Let's find out.
Oh!
We got 0 mortal wounds to the front warriors. We got the nuke going off.
Dice.
Explode.
Explode the dice.
The front unit of warriors takes nothing. 2 mortal wounds to the back warriors. They fell 2 wards, so they are going to lose a model.
I figured he'd... There we go.
I don't have to imagine. I do it all the time, Joe. Wards are just extra dice you roll to make yourself feel good.
I was like, let me put the dice cam on since they're rolling all those dice.
Looks like the Nurgle DP makes his ward against the one I presume he takes. No other damage caused.
I was laughing.
What an anemic mushroom.
Because it says Chad is typing, and I realized it's Matt.
That is true. Our stenographer Matt using Chad's account. A lot of identity theft going on behind the scenes.
Definitely.
Joe Grot is running Lexi's account.
Yep.
Well, clearly she's not running it. She's right here.
I know. Well, technically anybody using my computer or the stream computer is using my account.
It's very true. Spencer doing a lot of damage. I see a bunch of dice in his hand.
Ooh, shaky, shaky.
I will update you on the numbers as soon as I know them. I have the logs. They're coming our way.
Look at me. I remember
10
that.
shots into the Vanguard.
Oh,
How many mortals? Roll them 5s and 6s. I want to see them.
come on.
4 hits, no damage. Yeah, no surprise. It's spiders.
One more.
Joe getting a little weird behind
Yeah,
the camera.
he's definitely getting a little weird.
It's a little weird.
Spider poison.
Still no wounds. Still no wounds.
What? What? No wounds.
Still no wounds. Remember, Spencer's banking on rolling them 5s and 6s this turn. He's got to do what? 8 damage, I believe. 8.
Yes.
Blue squad, same target. Into the Vanguard. 4 hits, no wounds. These dice are not being his friend.
Clearly.
Give spiders poison arrows, you cowards. If only.
It'd be venomous arrows.
If only. There's poison on them. Look, we barely know math. You expect us to know how to read, too?
Maybe.
No. Not at all. Big spider, same thing. 4 hits, 1 wound. Chad saves it. He's Vanguard tanking. Spencer needs better dice.
I
Want to
mean,
know my Marathi dice or just in my
oh, so
Spencer,
you-
if you're listening, Joe wants you to know that his Marathi dice are in his little play bag for you.
You mean the Marathi dice that lost you your game?
No.
He only rolled 1s or 6s with them, though. That's the thing. He just rolled 6s. He just rolled 1s when he needed to roll 6s.
A ton of 6s that game.
Harrison, please metaphorically blow the dice. 8 shots at the Warriors in front.
I grant
This is
them
when you
back.
spike. Spike it.
Do it. Do it.
4 hits, 2 wounds. Of course, unfortunately, the armor of slaves is pretty good. Again, who knew?
We did know.
We did know.
Because they literally hurt us when we put them together.
That's very true. Chad looked at his whole list and go, 3 up save. That's pretty good.
He's like, that's good enough. Next time before.
Oh, that's right.
we
None of the shooting causes mortal wounds because it's just the spiders.
True. I was
Disappointing.
about to say, next time, like, Joe stops by Harrison's, he can say, here, blow on the dice.
I like looking at the log because sometimes you get gold like 10 shots, 5 hits, no wounds. I don't even know who shot, but I know it missed. Spiders doing no damage in the shooting phase. Who knew? Though you think with the amount of dice Spencer's rolling, he would hit something.
Not
He'd
necessarily.
maybe get 8 point of damage through. He's gotten 0 damage through on shooting.
I mean, spiders are, like, this big, and, like...
These spiders are huge. What are you talking about?
But, yeah, but they're
They're
probably
big enough to hold a midget on top.
Yeah, but they're probably easily squishable. Behind some Vanguard.
I should be careful about the words that I use. I apologize to anyone who is short.
Dylan.
That's me.
Nearly headless Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for following. If it made people unfollow with that last joke, I'm sorry. But I hope some of you got a laugh. It'll get charged next turn. You're damn right.
Oh, are we gonna see a spider from the purple one? Is it up on the building?
I was gonna say it would have to go up on the building to make it in. Otherwise, it's too fat to charge in. Scuttlebutt's rolled a fat 9 to charge, though. We like seeing that. That's a brave spider. Brave.
And it's just making its way up there.
Who else is gonna move? Are there any other spiders that are daring and brave?
I was about to say. Before you post that, make sure you spell Spencer's name correctly.
Oh! Good reminder from the log. That Scuttlebutt has Venom of the Spider God. I thought we had Curse of the Spider God earlier. No,
It's
Venom of the Spider God. So he's doing 5 mortal wounds for every 6 he rolls on that dice.
Oh, there they go.
2 6s, and that Spider God will get that battle tactic.
Oh, and there goes the spider straight into the Vanguard.
Yeah, you're gonna try to just hold them together. Hold the line. As long as one spider stays alive.
Is that all that matters?
Yeah, because then the Vanguard won't charge something and get extra and get better on the charge.
Okay.
Same with the Knights. As long as that Scuttle Boss stays alive, Knights ain't doing that much. The Warriors have a bunch of attacks, but they're not super threatening.
They're really good at standing circles.
The Warriors are really good at standing on circles, Joe. You make a great point.
Standing on circle. Oh!
Oh, battle tactic requires to actually deal damage? with
Yes, the battle tactic does require they actually deal damage. I'm just assuming here that Chad's not going to roll his wards. Because he's been able to make his saves tonight, but not his wards.
And there goes another big spider just, crawling across the board.
I mean, you want to see the big spiders kind of creepy crawl all over these dudes.
I'm kind of expecting that purple one just to be sitting on top of that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised you didn't put the hail over the board.
I did not want to make that kind of.
Vanguard do not have a banner, as they cannot hold one.
Oh, yeah, they can't.
Mm-hmm. They are corn marked.
Isn't that the best way to have
Oh
them?
my
For Vanguard, yes. Because they get an extra attack on...
if you could give Vanguard a banner, isn't that a bad thing?
It would be broken if Vanguard could have a banner, yes.
6 block with sorcerer weapon, Nurgle Vanguard.
Banners are for the lowly knights. The Vanguard don't need no stinking banners. Though they wouldn't be they would be very happy with the corn banner to get +1 to wound on charge rolls. Or +1 to wound if they made a charge, I should say. Very good.
Spencer's getting all the creepy crawlies.
But again, they'll stand for +1 attacks on the charge. Here's pretty good. You're right. They don't need the banners. But who wouldn't like bonuses to getting better?
Spider is one of them left.
Hell yeah.
And
Love to see the spiders just get into Matt Damon here.
Poor Matt Damon. He'll make it.
Or he won't.
Matt Damon, that's the dude that only dates like 20-year-olds?
No, that's Leonardo DiCaprio, Joe.
Why would we fucking picked on?
The log would like to know that Spencer has destroyed Harrison's tree on stream while Harrison's watching it. But he also wants to let everyone know that Joe is going to fix it. Did Joe volunteer? No, but Joe will fix it.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they were put in Joe's hands, so Joe's required to fix it.
Joe is required to fix it.
What tree did he break?
Oh, one of the spooky trees there in the middle.
You can't even tell. Yours needs to be noted in the log.
Spencer pointing to some spiders in the middle. I assume he's going to make a charge. I see a 1. I don't know what this means.
I don't either. But I'm leaving it on the dice cam for a little bit.
A Grot's work is never finished. You're damn right.
No.
That makes sense that die roll was roar, and if it was roar, L1 definitely does not trigger it.
Nope.
I assume monstrous rampages are then just being finished off.
Are they done rolling?
Spencer is doing a lot of pointing, which means I think he's figuring out what his monstrous rampages are.
Fair enough.
And if I look at the log... Oh, Spencer describing what happened. Spencer says it's in breaking the trees in retaliation for Trogboss's mean comments to him. Spencer tried to roar the knights. Failed.
Wait,
I assume he also blames Harrison for this.
should get blamed for all this?
Yes, absolutely you should.
Blue Spider with the Titanic duel. He's a monster. He can do that.
Blue Spider Titanic dueling Matt Damon once again.
Of course.
Because he does not care. That way he does not care that much if he gets roared back. If he gets roared back, all it means is that he can't all-out defense. He does just want them 5s and 6s.
Yeah. As soon as I switch it back over. Goodness gracious.
Matt Damon does, in fact, roar Big Blue again, so that's a repeat of what's going on.
Bye-bye, buddy. Doesn't that mean he gets pushed back?
Roar?
Yes.
No. It means he can't use command abilities.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Lexi mixing up Monsters Rampages because
There's so many of them.
it is.
Little blue spiders fight first.
Little blue spiders fight first.
Little blue spiders fighting all the Vanguard.
Ooh, we do have to see these dice rolls. Hi, buddy. Welcome back.
Trying to see if they're going to do any damage.
Oh.
Hi, cat. The stream cat has chosen me.
I think you can just see his tail.
Use that.
Okay.
Hi, buddy.
I was like, I switched it
I have
back
to make
over
sure I
to
wash my
You don't
hands.
gotta be that gentle with it.
You can, but I am allergic and would like to be careful.
Oh.
I am allergic in the way that if I touch my face, I'll have problems. I'm fine right now. Don't worry. Don't worry. For those of you at home, it's okay. Stream cats still get loving.
It's when you touch your face and then like.
If I touch my face after petting Jasper, then I'm going to have a lot of problems.
The same way that Matt does when he pets Jake.
Yes. Matt does sacrifice
Yes, he does.
because Jake is too cute.
Yes. Though I did learn that I can feed these guys special food and you guys won't have problems anymore.
Matt is giving us in the log updates on the crooked spears. I don't care about the crooked spears. I just want to know. I want to know the mortals. We're gonna see those on camera, right? Do we have? Do I say put us the dice cam on? I want to see the mortals. I see a 6 and a 5 on the board.
Roll it again. Roll it again.
2 mortal wounds, 3 hits on 4s, 2 wounds on a 4 up. So we got 2 mortal wounds so far.
Tell them they can use the dice king.
As long as the damage goes through. As long as the damage goes through. Let's see. Did Chad make any of his 4 up mortal wound wards?
About to find out.
All right, 1 failed save from 1 wound. Rolling wards makes 1. So we have 1 on our count for venom.
Bye-bye, Vanguard.
What?
Why is there... When did Vanguard take 3 damage?
I don't know.
Apparently spiders killed a model. And the world was shocked.
Exactly. See? They just crawled and came and got you.
My favorite thing about Jasper being here is that his eyes are perpetually closed.
Yeah.
He's just expecting pets. He's a good cat.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, the log is chatting. Probably in shooting. No, Spencer did no damage in shooting.
he really didn't. Absolutely none.
That spider's getting promoted for killing a Vanguard.
Yes,
Spencer
he
said so himself.
Oh.
Hi. Oh, hello. You deign us with your voice, your beautiful voice. Took wounds in shooting. Apparently, either the log lied to me or I misread it. I'm blind. Something happened. But apparently, those spiders shot and hurt Vanguard shooting, killed it in combat. Good job, spiders. Matt Damon's going into Big Blue. Okay. Once again, Big Blue is roared, so no all-out defense coming from him.
Hopefully Matt Damon can do some work.
5 damage, looks like. Spencer doesn't have a ward save, so those spiders just take it.
How many wounds does a spider need to take before it goes down?
It takes like 14 wounds. It's a monster. It's a big boy.
A big boy.
It's a big boy.
Just like this one right here.
16 wounds. 16 wounds for the war party. I
Jeez.
think they're all 16 wounds.
16 wounds?
Oh, no. The regular Arachnarok that has no bodies on it is just 14.
Oh, okay. 14 wounds.
Otherwise, the hero other ones, or the ones with dudes on them, are 16 wounds. So, yeah, a lot of health. 16 wounds on a 4-up save. 4-up save.
Jeez.
Because, again, they are spiders. They're a little squishy.
Yeah, a little squishy. Oh, please tell me. Oh, is he counting up, counting down? I can't tell anymore.
We'll find out. You know what? You know what? The only number that matters? Dead. That's the only number that models. When that model gets removed from the board, we'll know something relevant happened. The bigger thing is well, what's that? Spencer's fighting Big Blue back into Matt Damon, does 3 mortal wounds.
Uh-oh.
Makes a save, makes 1 ward. Did he ward any of the mortals though? That's what I need to know. So he makes okay, so 1 save was forged. Made the save, makes 1 ward, so 2 mortals that have gone through. So his count is at 3 for his battle tactic now. And Matt Damon goes down. Failed 3 saves, failed all the wards. And once again, we're at 3 count for the battle tactic. We need 5 more done. That Scuttle Boss still got work to do.
Jeff's like, no, not my Matt Damon.
His beautiful Matt Damon. God. Missed that jump in the Inborn Ultimatum. Those wings failed him. They hit the windowsill, and he just fell back.
Big dumb bird.
Good job, Big Blue.
I didn't realize that Matt Damon was a bird, Joe.
Well, he's got wings.
He's
Close enough.
Freeze tonight.
Weather just warned me it's going to freeze. Hot tub time. That's right. That's right.
Good thing the laser has the antifreeze in it, though.
Hot tub Sigmar. I should cover my faucets outside. That would be good.
Should probably tell.
My fiance's probably smart and did it already, but who knows?
Both of the 2 people that would do it are occupied. The 2 that would do it are still in the house. So
I see some pointing.
pointing. Oh, more pointing.
More pointing.
They didn't roll.
The last message I read said the Vanguard were going in, and yet they have not moved, so I don't know if he's going to continue with that choice.
Not. Going to roll some more.
We'll find out.
Let's see. I was like, more pointing.
More pointing.
Always more pointing.
Always. Lots of pointing, lots of shaking.
Lots of pointing, lots of shaking, lots of lots of pointing.
Finger guns.
I was like, I realized that they didn't see us pointing. I was like, let me switch it back. Since you...
Visual cues don't work when you're
When you're
not
not
on
on
camera. The log is not updating.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nothing going on the screen, guys.
I know, right?
They're moving. They're talking.
They're moving and they're talking.
What?
I saw something in the corner of my screen. I didn't realize Jasper was still in the room. Yeah, yes, Joe.
That was Cat.
Walked in, looked up and left.
Go zoom in the back top corner over there. It looks like those Vanguard got moved. Wait, Jakey's in here? Jakey!
We're trying to get the string dog back on stream. Who wants to see a corgi? Well, apologies to all the headphone wearers.
I know, right? Jakey, come. Buddy, where are you at?
He is completely ignoring us.
I know, right? Joe, hand me some of what you're eating. Maybe he'll come over.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
Bye-bye.
Really?
Bye, buddy. Jakey. Okay, maybe he's not coming.
More pointing.
So
The Vanguard did in fact
How's that
pile in,
doing
so I
for-
think we are sticking into the
6 wounds, really?
the spiders. Well, 6 wounds from 2 Vanguard.
go to the dice can.
We could do all of that.
All the things.
Six swings, 3 hits, 3 wounds, rend through the armor, and 6 damage total. Maybe the horses will go through. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
There we go.
See some dice rolling?
I like how Jakey made no sound and then was just like, hi, bye.
Corgi did what Corgi does.
That's because we don't have a rope or like, a ball
Why? Yeah,
or anything to entice the dog to come near.
not at all.
41. Ew. Wait, you want to know how cold it is outside?
No, find out.
Yep.
Temperature gauge. Over here it says 43.
Okay,
43 outside.
Okay, not bad, not great.
Not ideal.
Absolutely not ideal.
I tell you, I'm not a big fan of the cold.
It's probably getting pretty cold in that garage.
I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan of the cold. At least not down here in Texas, where that cold is usually accompanied by huge gusts of wind.
Yeah, I do notice that because, like, I've been to Washington and the weather was, like, cold. And, like, there's no wind. And I was like, oh, it's not that bad.
We're working on the battle tactic, Harrison. It's not cold. Okay, East Coast man.
I was about
Some of us grew up in a swamp. We're used to heat, not cold. I'm sure the hot tub is very nice when it's this cold outside.
Any opportunity for someone from the Northeast to be like, oh, y'all don't know shit about anything.
Filthy West Coaster.
Okay, we can settle in the middle, guys. It is cool outside. It is cooling, in fact.
It doesn't really matter, like, where. Yeah.
Now that is negative 30 with wind chill is definitely cold. It is definitely on the harsher spectrum of cold.
Unfortunately for me, that has no meat on my bones. Anything
That's true,
below
you're tiny.
65 is cold.
It's true, you're tiny. You got no fat.
Nope. My hands and feet instantly turn cold.
Mm-hmm.
Joe and Chad definitely hate when I come sit by them and I'm like, here, feel my hands. And they're like, why? They're like, death.
Looks like the horses from the Varangard did 3 more damage.
Oh.
Left on 1 wound.
You know that thing.
Run as far as you can.
We can't catch him. We use the Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Chad popped the fight twice to clear the spider.
He might.
Taking a look to catch it on the log.
Big scary bites.
Big black spiders going in on the Chaos Knights. Legs roll, pile of 5s that don't cause mortal wounds. Because only the fangs do mortals. 4 saves, no rend. 3 go through, though. 10 pokey spears, 3 hits, no wounds. Miracle mark. Big scary bites do no mortals, though.
What? Oh, horses bite?
No. The big spider.
Oh.
The very good horse bite.
Oh, they do. I was like,
right.
something bites.
However, even though Spencer did no mortals with the fangs, he did still do 6 damage with it. with that attack. Spider Boss has not gone yet, Harrison.
That we're aware.
You're okay.
Yeah.
No. I've been keeping track of the log. I want to know when the Scuttle Boss is doing his thing.
Oh, there goes another knight.
Because remember,
wait,
every 6 is 5 mortal wounds. No, this is damage getting removed.
Okay, that's what I thought. He looks like.
Yeah, we're not in battle shock yet. We still got so much more combat to do. I say so much more. It's really just the knights and the Spider Boss. Although I guess those yellow spiders also have a pile-in move. Yeah. Because they made a successful charge. Even though they're not within 3 inches of anything. They can pile in.
Oh, sorry. Whew. The only downside to wearing these contacts is like, damn. Eyes get dry after a while.
That is true. But hey, committing to the bit, committing to the costume.
Yes.
We like to see that. Spiders taking their nice movement, gonna go in on them warriors.
I like how they just like went in a circle, whoosh.
Yeah. Yeet.
Are you talking shit over there?
Joe is trying to talk shit with the Weirdcast channel.
first I was like,
Now here's the thing, Joe Grot. I need you to scroll up so I can catch up with chat.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, because I paused it so you can it's paused so you can get your witty retort in a little bit lower, man. A little bit lower.
Oh.
No, the other direction.
direction.
There you go. Yeah, PA still sucks. Yep, that's true.
But it's great that, Jeff's here, because then we get to enjoy him.
That's true. I do much prefer Jeff in Texas as opposed to Jeff not in Texas.
Right?
Spiders and Riders both miss. Yep, as expected. Spencer just tying things up. Love-hate spectrum.
Yeah.
Might be a little smaller. Now, if he's shit-talking you, though, he likes you a little bit.
Right?
He's from the East Coast. Remember, they're not nice to people.
Dwarf small?
Dwarf small.
Like Joe Small?
Yeah, he's calling Joe dwarf.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That's what I got from that.
I'm just gonna tell you all that Joe said. Joe is justifying the fact that he's a dwarf by saying he's got little baby legs. And for added emphasis, he did shake his legs while sitting in the chair.
You got a grown man with some legs, like that fucking thing from Deadpool.
Looks like these warriors are piling into the yellow spiders. Probably going to do a little bit more damage, though. Again, not really any rend. I don't remember what weapon he took. He might have taken the one with the better hit profile. I hope Joe is paying attention to the chat at this moment. Watching Joe's reactions just gives me life.
I know it does.
Well, clearly she thinks a hobbit looks like Joe. Which, to be fair, if we're going by the book descriptions,
yeah,
he's a little bit closer than some of the movie depictions.
No.
Do his feet touch the ground? Surprisingly, yes.
They are barely touching the ground.
Fuck you guys. Okay, both feet up there, assholes. I was comfy.
Ooh, I have to be careful. I'm laughing so hard the oxygen's not going to my brain.
I know, right?
Whew.
I mean, if Chad actually sat properly in his chair, technically Joe's feet would not touch the ground.
If we make me pass out on stream from laughing too hard, it would have been worth it, I guess.
Right? Oh,
I know y'all can't hear every reaction that Joe's having on camera, but just think of everything I've told you and then add a lot of spice to it. We're dying over here, guys.
I'm turning as red as probably my sweater right now.
All right, Spencer all-out defense is the yellow spiders. 4 hits, 2 wounds. Fail save, loses a spider. All right, scuttle boss time. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to the dice so we can see
Epic
it.
stab attempt. Boss spider moving. You're right. Go. Let's go. Kill them knights.
That's not what spiders do.
They're going to kill these horses.
No. He was like, walk. No.
I wait patiently to see what's happening on the dice. I need to know.
Oh, there he goes.
4 attacks with the spear. Oh, the spear's not what I want.
Go slot machine.
That's right. Spencer's going to slow roll us by rolling every attack that's not the big fangs.
I know, right?
Oh, no. 10 mortal wounds, baby! 5s do 4 mortal wounds, 6s do 5. We got 10, baby! Well, let's see. Chad's got to roll wards first. He's got 5-ups.
Yeah, he does have 5-ups, doesn't he? Up, come on.
Not how you count to 5 and 6.
That's how you count to 5 and 6. That's some dead knights. Go Scuttlebass!
Bye-bye, knights.
That's a battle tactic.
I love that when we were talking about doing the stream, that
Yeah.
we were discussing how we were going to be such great, watching the football game people,
Yeah.
and you definitely have perfectly got that.
I mean, what was it? Baylor Corvette called me the John Madden of Sigmar at the beginning of the stream. I like to think I bring that kind of energy into energy in.
Like man, just
give me access to a tablet and a pen. John Madden. I'm going in. So you're going to see these spiders. They're going to move over here, and they're going to go over here, and then yada yada yada. And then these guys are going to die, and we're going to go.
Working.
Nah, the thing is, I am also a menace. I recognize my faults. I am too susceptible to drawing things on camera that are not relevant.
Goodness.
Everywhere I go, I see.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'll draw cats everywhere.
Yeah, cats.
I'll draw Jasper on screen.
Yeah,
It'll be this beautiful art program.
And then it'll be
Spencer should have dressed up as Man Spider.
absolutely.
Man Spider.
Would it be the other half?
End of combat. The trapdoor spider leaves the table. That was the purple one that you saw on screen, and then no, you didn't.
It's for him to learn. I mean, considering Chad hasn't played AOS in I don't know how long, he's doing pretty good.
He's not doing too bad. Yellow Spider makes the battle shock roll.
Wow.
Bravery 5, 4 casualties, rolled a 1.
Oof.
The other unit of spiders spend a CP because they're close to a hero that can spend a CP on them.
That is so unfortunate.
So those Vanguard are going to be tied up.
Just by the one spider?
Just by the one spider that passed the battle shock test. That's Sigmar, baby! Purple Spider went deep underground, my man.
I know, back in.
I was gonna say, yeah. No. He redeployed his ejection pack and went back into the sky.
Big trampoline.
Big trampoline. Deployed. Bounce. We'll see him back in a turn or two.
That means me and Jeff are gonna have to make some animation after this for this.
We have to. Just a spider jumping on a trampoline. Either jumping on a trampoline or really just letting loose that ejection pack, like.
Or them just
quick
like
parachute.
Or the Doom Diver. Yeah.
Spencer scores a total of 5 VP. It looks like 3 for the primaries, plus his battle tactic, and Chad gets 1 VP from the primary. So that's going to bring our score to 10-8, going to the bottom of 2.
We're on the bottom of 2.
Well, a lot's been going on. Spencer's had to roll a lot of dice. Sorry, you're at 12-8, Joe. Again, math.
Right. Oh, right.
No primal dice generated. Not a single one.
Clear those out as I can't see the number. Thank you. I don't know how many primal dice we have right now.
0. I think we have 0.
As somebody takes it off the board and I can't see it.
Well, you can't have negative primal dice.
Yes, we can. Absolutely.
The next time you get one, you don't.
Right.
God, I wish you could tell that to some reason.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Achievement unlocked. Most ineffective double ever. What you talking about?
The Demon Prince.
He killed Matt Damon.
Yeah, he killed Matt Damon.
That's pretty effective. He killed Matt Damon. He killed the 5 Knights. He killed a Vanguard. Scuttleboss did a bunch of mortal wounds.
And 2 warriors.
He killed 2 warriors, Joe. Thank you. And he got 2 endless spells out.
That's scary.
That seems standard for spiders.
Oh, sure.
Kill a total of 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 models. Just 9.
Just 9? Sure not more?
Yeah, only 9. The 5
Didn't
knights,
even
1
all the others
vanguard,
think
2
they
more.
died. True. They did not.
There's a lot of spiders still on the board. Jesus. Where's my gummy snakes?
Nerdo
Gummy
mess.
snakes.
Right, in my hair and on my... Good thing we're not on stream right now.
That spider not feel. Oh, there's more to the message. Got it.
I'm going to put it back to us. Just
You can put
Ian.
it back to us as I lean forward to get this nice
I know,
little
right?
air on my beautiful face and hair.
Right? You always have beautiful hair.
Well, thank you. Yes. I'm going to stare into the camera just for you. My beautiful face. Before I go back to the log and give you an actual update on what's going on in the game.
These are surprisingly good. Want one?
No, thank you. I am content with my gummies.
Fair enough.
Scuttleboss finest Howard. That Scuttleboss is going all the way, man.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Belcourt casts Mystic Shield on a 9, but the Spider Shrine rolls a 10 to unbind.
Uh-oh.
Good to note that Dark Master is not live anymore. That green spider is going to be free to do whatever he wants.
That's spider.
That spider got wrecked. Chad rolled a lot of 3 of them to keep that spider from doing anything.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It moved like 10 inches
Yeah,
in 2 turns.
it didn't. But the thing is, it didn't move, Joe.
Yeah,
It
didn't we?
teleported 10 inches in
yeah.
2 turns. Skulltide hits the front unit warriors and does 2-1 wins.
Oof.
Only 5 ups, dude.
It is good to note that Chad tried to dispel the Skulltide, rolled a 4.
Yep.
That doesn't beat a 9.
Yep.
Looks
Making
like
a
battle
mess over
tactic
here.
is bait and trap. Lexi, would you put that on screen?
Bait and trap.
Bait and trap.
Oh,
His
yeah.
name-
He's got Vanguard in the warriors.
Oh, that.
That sounds awful.
Granted, if the Vanguard, if Chad gets double here, Vanguard just retreat and they're going to charge and they're going to kill a big spider.
I was like,
Yeah?
there you go. I was like, somewhere in here is bait and trap. I wish the text on there was a little bit easier to read.
That means to sequence his moves well.
Yes, just to make sure that the redeploys happen at the times that Chad is okay with it. We've got to sequence the movements. Got that retreat going there. I wonder if Spencer's going to redeploy those yellow Spider Riders. I imagine not because of where the other movements can happen.
Say.
He's got a nice wall there with the yellow Spider Riders and the Scuttletide. Anything that tries to get close to blue is probably going to get scuttled.
Scuttle. Oh, they're rolling.
Another 20 minutes to go. How hot you making that hot tub, man?
86.
That's a good temperature.
That is a good temperature.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know. I wasn't alive that year, Joe.
That's good.
Vanguard are retreating, but based on that measurement, it looks like he's going to retreat them forward.
Wait, wouldn't retreating be backwards, not forwards?
No, retreat is just away from the enemy.
Okay, fair.
And not within 3.
You're just going towards another enemy.
Yes, exactly. He still wants to kill something. Tactical retreats.
With no pumpkins on objectives.
You're right. But there's always a chance to put pumpkins back on it at the start of the next turn, which we're going to need to because there's only 2 objectives. Oh, I'm sorry. There's 3 objectives that have pumpkins on, but they're not the middle, they're not the left.
Yep. Did you see what Harrison said?
I did. Harrison's calling you hot, man. We take that as a compliment.
Are you sure about that?
Well, presumably hotter than the hot tub.
Hotter than the hot tub. Very true.
Joe, you're getting compliments on your terrain.
Okay, now my terrain. Because he could be complimenting himself. That could be like a really meta compliment.
That's true. It could be a really meta compliment.
It could be. So, Jeff,
To be fair, again, your pumpkin does look really good.
It does.
My only request is a Nightmare Before Christmas style hill to go with it.
That hill will be made next year.
Well, I mean, we have to start collecting terrain eventually.
I mean, you could just make it and we could have that table. Bye.
Oh,
Joe Grot is collecting trash.
Joe Grot's Tartan Clash.
You love this live play-by-play on every action that we're doing. Because
You know, right? Isn't it so much fun?
Yeah. It's really fun when the models are just moving and we can just talk for a brief second about what models you're moving. We already talked about how the Vanguard and the Warriors are going to retreat. In fact, that's what we've seen.
No, Joe painted the...
No, Joe did the pumpkin in the corner.
Yeah, Joe did the pumpkin in the corner. He painted it all black and then had to go back.
We know that's not what you meant. Joe's the one who commented about the meta call.
Yeah, that's what...
Come over and get your gummy worms then, man.
I mean, they can be delivered by Joe tomorrow.
That's very true.
Happy to rent out terrain for a pack of gummy worms. How big does the pack of gummy worms have to be?
He said a pack. He didn't specify size.
Yeah, you didn't specify size.
Read the fine print.
I know, right? Just a pack.
As I sit here adjusting my costume.
I know, I've like adjusted
These leg wraps just kind of scrunch all together.
Oh yeah, that's not an actual pumpkin. It's a fake one.
No, yeah, fake one.
Yeah, Joe made a very large mess in the garage before.
Did he?
Yes. There was so much mess. I was like, oh goodness. I was like, and we're supposed to play on this table. How?
Well, we did. We figured it out.
Yeah, we did.
Mostly them. I just got here and started getting pretty.
Yeah, because that was our objective today, is to be pretty. Yes, anytime Joe does anything, it's always a mess.
All right, looks like Chad's going to try to move those purple warriors forward. It's about time that back line gets into the fray here. However, on the way, they are going to trample over some spiders.
Wait till terrain stream. What do you have to be sorry for?
Because it's going to get messy.
The terrain stream?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is going to get messy.
I'm going to bring myself a little bit closer to you guys because I want this real close experience here, but also because the fan is right there. And I'm hot.
Do you want me to circulate it for you?
No, this is fine, Lexi.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want this close, intimate experience with our audience.
I mean, true. You can have that experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry,
Get
Jeff.
close, everybody. I hope you all got closer to your camera and screen as well. Even though I can't see you, I can feel you right here.
Oh goodness. Yeah, don't worry, Jeff. I have a thing for the top of the table, so you can make as much mess as you want.
ASMR round. Yes. As you listen to the lovely sound of my voice, describing just how close to those spiders those warriors get. Just enough to trigger those mortal wounds. Now let's check the logs. How many mortal wounds are we getting?
A lot.
Potentially a lot of mortal wounds. The log is not updated. I don't know how many mortal wounds.
True. We don't know at the moment. Oh.
I think at the moment
things are just moving.
Yeah, things are just moving. Any kind of like damage they got to do, they'll be careful of. I think it's probably going to end up being that only the purple warriors are going to be moving within 6 inches of the Skull Tide. If Bellicor stays where he is, he's not going to take any mortals.
Joe starts looking the pumpkin. I'm like,
what's great is all these comments about Joe, and Joe's no longer in the room to read them.
No.
Yeah.
We really do need to get another set of microphones.
Well, also, I believe Bellicor just has to land within 6 inches, and he's a fast boy. He moves like 14 inches. So he can get away from that Scuttle Tide.
We could. Everything else, though, maybe not.
No, those warriors got to slog through it. That's why they're just right there next to it. They only move 5 inches, since you can't land on endless spells. He's got to charge through that, through the spiders. It was a very good spotting by the Scuttle Tide right there.
It was.
However, Bellicor said, I am going to try to kill Big Blue here. Probably get some revenge for Matt Damon.
And more stuff gets passed around to eat. Of course.
Because, let's be honest.
No,
it's hungry work to make a stream happen. Why do you think
Okay.
we're eating all these gummy worms?
I know, right?
As I reach into this pack and pick up no gummy worms. Bellicor ain't doing nothing. That's the spirit. That's what I like. Bellicor can't do nothing.
Well, supposedly we need Joe to go lick the pumpkin on mic. Well, I guess one of us is gonna have to hand over that mic.
This isn't paid content, Lexi.
Ah! We're getting there. It doesn't hurt for the fun, right?
All right, yeah. Again, Chad opted not to move anything near the Scuttle Tide. In the shooting phase, the warriors take 5 mortal wounds from the shroom and make 1 ward, so 2 warriors die. It's gonna be those the front warriors you see with the yellow capes. Oh no, maybe the purple ones that he's talking about. Log, please tell me which warriors they are. I would like to know specifically which ones, because they're both in range to be hit by the mushroom. So I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I think it's the purple ones.
I think it's the purple ones. As Joe disappears, he's like, "You just bullied me out of it."
Looks like we're seeing like 1 mortal wound get applied to the Demon Prince. There's a die underneath the wing of the Demon Prince, so there are wounds on there, but we can't tell just exactly by perspective. That's okay. Again, the most relevant wound is dead.
Right?
When the Demon Prince is dead, we'll know.
Not all these models will be sticky.
The yellow spiders are too close. They take a mortal wound. But the big spider's okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Tactical nuke. This like endless spell hell that Spencer has laid out for Chad.
Oh, look, Streamcat's back. Oh, out of range. Buddy. Come here. Just out of range.
Dreamcat decided to walk into the room and then proceed to give Lexi and I a show.
I know, right?
Stretching that leg way up in the air.
Buddy.
3 warriors, 2 Demon Prince wounds.
Ooh.
1 Demon Prince going towards the Scuttle Boss. The Scuttle Boss has finest hour on it.
Oh, let's go over to the dice cam then.
No, not yet. We're still on charge. We're not still on charges. We're fine. We're fine. We're not in combat yet.
Not in combat as Chad's rolling. I don't know what.
Chad rolled a very crisp 3 to make his 3-inch charge.
That's all that matters.
That's
right?
all that matters. Purple DP re-rolls a charge into a 9-inch charge. Joe, to update you, since you are now back, it was in fact your terrain that was getting complimented. And also, there is some requests for licking the pumpkin, potentially. It got a little weird for a second while you were gone. I don't know why it had to happen when you weren't here, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Joe
you
is
did.
sad.
The Rice Krispie treats. Hello at the bottom of it. It's so hard to eat.
Purple Warrior's got a 6-inch charge. That's not going to be enough to get over Scuttle Tide.
I guess we're gonna have to have the Rice Krispie treats.
We might have to have the Rice
Later.
Krispie treats. Joe just described such a delicious experience.
Yeah.
Oh
but
wait, 6-inch. That's going to make it hit. Oh, my depth perception sucks. We got in. As long as he can get over the end of the spell, that's okay. Problem is, he's going to take some mortal wounds on the way in.
Some might biff a little. Oh,
Again, it's only 8 on a...
This is where. Okay, now what are you gonna do, Chad? Are you gonna get over this? Huh?
come on.
I'm very curious. We gotta see how Chad's gotta get them over. I don't think he can. I'm not sure he can either. It's gonna be close.
Bye, buddy.
He's got just enough space to fit right there, right in between, and not be on any models.
I think it's gonna be.
Oh, okay. Spencer did 4 mortal wounds, so it's okay.
Ah. Just 4.
Although I see.
I like him.
Spencer, good guy, Spencer. helping Chad be able to fit his his warriors.
Alright, Chad looking for a 4.
Chad looking for a 4 with Bellicor, and given his charges, oh, he made it in. Very nice, very nice. Gets that exact 4-inch charge.
Exactly.
That's what the log says.
Oh man, can't cut it any closer, can you?
No, that's it. Pretty much was razor thin all of his charges this go around.
Ideally, you want to roll.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for attacks.
Yeah, he only got 1 9-inch charge, and that was again off a reroll. I believe all those charges does successfully mean that he gets his battle tactic. It's been minutes since I've looked at bait and trap. I know he had to retreat to and charge to. I don't think anything has to stay through combat, so that should be it.
Should be.
Double checking.
Bait and trap.
Yep, two more different friendly units made a charge move this turn. Yes, inherently that works.
Yay!
Has to be specified because there are some armies that do have retreat and charge. You cannot trigger it with 1 unit or 2 units that can both retreat and charge.
Is
You can
Streamcat
achieve it
still
with
here?
4 units. Yes, Streamcat is over there, Lexi.
I don't literally see him at all.
That is because he is laying down.
He's low.
Do all the princes get strike first? Yes, they all made charges. Oh, wait, no. Unless they took that away. Is that one of the rules they kept? It's been a minute since I looked at the Demon Prince War Scroll because it is typically bad.
I was about to say, didn't they just get nerfed massively?
Yes.
It is a mark. Bill says it's a mark.
Princes get nerfed, the world spins.
It's a mark.
That sounds like a Slaanesh mark. Or like an undivided mark.
Oh, undivided. That's what Bill says.
It's
He
an undivided
believes.
mark. Well, none of the Demon Princes are undivided as far as I recall.
Just
Bellicor.
Bellicor.
Just Bellicor, yeah. So Bellicor gets the strike first.
Now I know who taught Joe how to charge. Oof.
Man.
Joe taking L's left and right on the stream. No, he doesn't? I thought Bellicor had the mark.
Watch him not have a mark of chaos.
I'm going to laugh so hard.
Wait, never mind. Oh, Bill says never mind.
Well, okay, good.
I was about to say, didn't we
I
have
would have
this
been all.
discussion
I would have
early?
been all for this narrative of Bellicor not having a mark and just being bad, even more bad.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, okay. Undivided always strikes first. So yeah, so Bellicor has always strikes first.
Always strike first for Bellicor. Got it.
So he's going to make an attack. Then Chad can pick a regular unit for activation. Chad is in position for a sick double, Joe. You're right.
Is he in it?
If Bellicor pops
We'll see what happens with this combat. But like, he kills Big Spider. He kills some of these spider rares. He makes the double. There's a chance he can clear a lot of spiders.
Bellicor's what? 16 damage on the sword? Another 6 on the tail, I think?
I don't know. I usually don't see Bellicor in combat, Joe. Let's find out.
Isn't he
First
the
of
wizard
Demon
of this group?
Princes, Mediocre wizard is his battle roll.
Bellicor, yeah, can do 16 damage max with the sword.
Oh.
Fellclaw can do 2 damage, and the Searing Tail can do a max of 2 damage as well. So yeah, it's really the Blade of Shadows that we're looking at to carry the weight here, which Spencer has done no damage to because Bellicor's been a little bitch and stayed in the back.
Doesn't he do that all the time anyway?
He does that all the time anyway.
Even
In the lore.
Because I always notice every time I've seen it be like Bellicor be played that he never goes up first, like ever. He's always like behind.
Because he does. Once again, we take Bellicor slander here very seriously. We support Archeon on this stream.
Speaking of which, Joe, you probably need to also start painting that Archeon.
Hey, people, you should paint your Archeons. I promise you, you'll be happy when you do.
I have to paint Ionis, 4 dragons, and then I have to paint a slave.
Bellicor was a badass in Mordheim? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
No,
I refuse to believe that he could have been a badass anywhere.
Sylvaneth goes before slaves.
Oh, so I gotta paint Sylvaneth and then flames.
Yes,
He was the
that's
Shadow Lord. That's
specifically
too cool a title for Bellicor.
Specifically in that
Although it
order.
actually fits Bellicor very well. I
was about to
said
say.
Bellicor.
I think isn't there it's called the Lord of Shadows.
Yeah, I was
I
about
mean,
to say.
It might be.
That wouldn't surprise me. Shadow nerd.
It's called Shadow Form.
Oh.
He is the Lord of Torment. Stops.
Oh, excuse me.
I've never seen this rule come into play. Pretty sweet rule, Lord of Torment. If a unit fails a battle shock test within 12 inches of him, he heals D3.
Does anybody know he actually does that?
It's usually not relevant. Small warbands of 8 dudes. Oh, yeah, so he's back to being a punk. Water at 95. Enjoy that hot tub. I bet that's going to feel real nice.
I said 86, and he's like, no, 95.
All in.
All in for that.
So Bellator fought, and then
Mhm.
Bellator fuck.
You actually might burn the water when you... Oh, man, Harris.
Black Spider out of range to Rampage. Shad goes after the Scuttle Boss. Has a thing making him only hit on 5 ups. Rolls a straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out attacks. 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 save. Big Blue into the Warriors. Edit no AoA, but Chad AODs. That's what I was supposed to. Warriors do 1 damage to Big Blue. He AODs. I was wrong. He did not AoA. Oh, okay, yeah. So we have AOD, all out defense on Big Blue. And all out defense on the Warriors.
Is that the Rice Krispie treat up in the corner?
Yes.
Yes, it is in fact the Rice Krispie treat up in the corner.
It's a hell of a thing.
It's just being teased on the board here.
I know, right? Somewhere.
Lexi, if you can put that dice cam on. We got some sweet attacks being rolled through, I believe.
I know, right?
Yellow Spiders do mortal wound to the Demon Prince. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, well, they failed all their other attacks.
Oh, okay.
The trick is actually remembering the rules. Yeah, that's fair. Hard to remember always strikes first if you don't remember it.
I'm gonna need like massive amount of like cards to remember all this.
One of these days, we're gonna get you on stream to play a game, Lexi.
I mean, yeah, when 4th edition comes out.
One of these days.
I thought it was the guinea pig for 4th edition.
You might be. It doesn't mean we can't get you on beforehand.
When Bethanolus?
Joe's sitting here trying to pronounce Bugnoth's actual name instead of just calling him Bugnoth.
Bugnoth.
If we get Bugnoth on the table,
She might play Bugnoth.
What the hell's a Bugnoth?
Bethanolus?
Belthanos?
Belthanos?
Joe, you're gonna need to look it up because now I gotta know.
Now I don't.
If
Really
someone
know
can
what the hell
type it
you're
in
saying.
chat, someone knows the name, you're free to type it as well. Lexi does have some trees, and we're hoping the new Kurnoth dude would be cool for her to play.
Yeah.
Get some nice sweet run and charge. Retreat and charge on one unit. Bark Brancherson. Oh, the Bellator heal type of, yeah, it doesn't come off often. You're right. Usually, like if he usually kills whatever unit he goes into, or he just like dies.
Oh, good to know.
Like the stuff that's gonna fail battle shock is the stuff that he's probably gonna kill because he has 8 attacks doing 2 damage. That like he can do 16 damage with his sword. Oh shoot! Okay. So here we go, guys. Big Blue makes the last save on a 3 damage attack to live. So Big Blue is going to be okay. Now we got the Demon Prince going into the Scuttle Boss, I believe. Scuttle Boss, or no, I'm sorry. Other way around. Scuttle Boss going into the Demon Prince. He's going ham. Let's go. Let's see. I believe Venom of the Spider God is still active. So he can still do a pile of mortal wounds. I don't think it goes off the turn. I think it goes off till the next hero phase.
Belthanos.
Thank you, thank you, Joe. So somebody needs to give that boy the good old gauntlet.
A
I mean, he
battleplan.
does have a hand up holding a horn. You probably could.
You put an Infinity Gauntlet on that boy.
Oh goodness.
Scuttlebuss gets 10 mortal wounds.
Jesus.
Is that a good thing?
Stop it.
He got one hit through that the Demon Prince makes the save, but let's see if it can make any wards.
Spider boss.
Spider boss walks.
Wards 1 and dies. Spider boss. Spider boss. Although I feel like, wait, that's not the Demon Prince that was in contact with the Spider boss. Chad removed the wrong Demon Prince.
I was like, wait, what? I was lost too for a second.
Yes. That Demon Prince, Chad. Yes.
But hold on here.
Scuttlebuss, so good. He punched one Demon Prince and killed a different one.
Oh, I got Streamcat back.
The rules gets deserved. When you make 10 mortal wounds, you get to pick a hero to just be removed from the battlefield.
I rolled 2 5s. That guy dies.
Yep.
Sounds like a
Failed to save. It had 1 wound left. Failed to save. Now it's dead for real.
Give it over here.
He used his spider stand. That's
Oh
right.
goodness.
Spider stand named Yahtzee.
Yahtzee?
That's not a band. What's the rock band that we give a Scuttlebuss's stand? What's the right band? What's the right band name? What's the right artist name? Necrogoblicon?
Is it?
It's got to be a death metal band. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's got to be a death metal band
Yeah, absolutely.
of some sort.
Ugh.
Like, maybe we give it Death Clock. Like, that seems like a pretty good one.
Right.
The Darkness. Necrogoblin.
Yeah, Necrogoblin. The world, though. Die!
Oh, waggle your finger at him. Hurry the hell up.
Yellow Warriors do nothing. No damage.
Oh, they have 30 minutes.
Seen a bunch of things go down. That Scuttlebuss is now ready to take on the rest of the world. What I want to see is that Scuttlebuss zoom across the field and take out Be'lakor.
Can it do that? Is it physically able to do that?
If on Spencer's next turn he gets Venom of the Spider God off, if he gets Venom of the Spider God off again, yes, he can. Dun, dun, dun. We see some dice. We see some saves. DP that was pretending he was dead does 2 D3 mortal wounds for a total of 3 damage back on those spiders.
Is this to eat?
Yeah.
What is this?
They're bad.
I forgot.
They're VPs.
You're like,
Joe came to give us some pumpkins. Again, these pumpkins are pure sugar. I don't need more sugar today,
I had
but I did take a bite.
You're gonna have to give me another one. This one hit cat butt.
What? Did it? Cat tail.
Well, you can eat it.
Chat command points as warriors. Makes sense. Command points spread spiderlings. I assume this is Battle Shock. It's either that or it's all out attacks.
One of the two.
Because we already have all our defenses used.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that. Weird Knob's now following us. Thank you. Very fun. One yellow spiderling flings. And the other squad makes the battle shock. Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't think Chad is in a bad position for a double turn.
No? Are they about to find out?
He's not in a bad spot. Chad really wants priority.
Did you get it?
Did he get it on a 2?
Okay.
Chad wins the priority 2-1. And as far as a point update goes, Chad pulls 1 pumpkin, gets his battle tactic for 3 points. So he goes to 11. Spencer gets 2 for the primaries.
So it's a 13?
14. 14 for Spencer.
14 for Spencer. There we go.
Spencer gets 2 pumpkins on his home objective, and the center gets 1. Because Spencer's going second, he gets to choose which 3 objectives are going to get D3 pumpkins back at it. Chad's home objective also gets 1. Doing that to try to incentivize Chad to keep that Demon Prince in the back line so that he'll continue to keep it and score a primary point there. Because Chad needs some points. Points of Roonies.
Lots of points of Roonies.
Chad has 2 primal dice and Spencer has 3, so you could update that, Lexi. That would be great. We also could put our beautiful faces back on stream.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here you up.
Rolls a 3, kills the spider in the hero phase.
You think so?
Joe making a suggestion that Be'lakor could just
Kill the
cast Arcane Bolt.
Oh,
Get it.
he could.
He's engaged with the unit, so at the start of the movement phase, can roll D3, D3 mortal wounds, and just kill it in movement.
Free Be'lakor up.
Free Be'lakor up, move Be'lakor forward to take on that hero suite, because if he clears that blue lane, he'll have a nice big charge lane on the right side there. One that I would draw if I was John Madden and I had access to that guy's skill.
Does need to be careful. That man is near weapons grade snow. There are blizzards all around.
I was about to say, there's at least 2 or 3 blizzards out there.
There are some blizzards in the way. However, they are on tiny squishy gits that big shadow sword says die. Typically. The other problem is that, well, Spencer's got a big spider in the sky. He bounced out the trampoline. He's kind of floating through. He's got his parachute up. He's waiting to come back down. We got Intimidate Invaders for the battle tactic. Not going to be super difficult for Chad as he's pushed forward the board. Get half his army outside of territory.
I was like, oh yeah, everybody can see the cat tail. But no cat. The cat is passed out.
So, Lexi, if you could update that battle tactic for Chad, he's doing Intimidate the Invaders.
Is that okay?
And of note, Chad's general, his actual general, even though all the Demon Princes have command traits, his actual general is dead, so he only has 1 CP for going first.
What is it?
Intimidate the Invaders. Figured you could update that because that is a GHB tactic.
Read it. We're just getting.
Turns out I'm not the only one that can't read.
I literally see like ATE the IN, and I was like, I think that's what that is.
And according to the screen, yes, you got it.
Cool. Glad. The downside of wearing colored contacts, you can't see your peripherals very well. And
Erg action, Corn DP Heroic will heal when he kills this thing. I believe that is the Corn specific heroic action. Chad tries to dispel the shroom. He rolls a 3.
is that a yes?
No.
That's a no.
No. Primal plus 3 equals 6.
No.
Still think that's a no?
Shroom goes up to the 7.
I believe so. Nope.
What?
Nope. We got. Hold on. Mork's Mighty Mushroom goes off on a 6. So 6. So he added another one of his primal dice. So it's both of Chad's primal dice gone.
Bye.
That makes sense. That thing was still in range to kind of hurt all of his stuff. That's kind of right around there. That mushroom much more important than getting rid of Scuttletide right now. Scuttletide ain't moving.
True.
If I remember correctly.
Really not.
Don't believe Scuttletide's predatory.
Ooh, I didn't do negative this time.
Looking up, is Scuttletide predatory? Scuttletide.
It should be.
It is predatory. Moves up to 18 inches. Cool.
Jeez.
Makes sense. It is, in fact, a bunch of spiders, but I just wasn't sure because we haven't seen it move. But then again, Spencer's kind of been using it as a screen.
Not as a, like, let's move it around the board.
Bro, leadership, still a box to get it.
Alright, let's hope that Bellicor might be useful this turn.
Oh, that's right. I was looking up the Corn Demon Prince heroic action. Yep, till the end of the turn, each time an enemy model is slain by wounds allocated from attacks made by the unit, heal a wound. So he's looking to hopefully heal his dude. Chad gets Binding Damnation off on a 10. That does go off. Goes off on a 7. Question is, who's getting fight last if Spencer does not unbind it? Which again, Spencer has 3 primal die.
Oh, yeah, now they're moving.
Spencer rolls a 9, throws a primal, gets +3, unbinds it. Put Spencer at 2 to Chad's nothing.
2 primal dice.
Scuttletide going in, hitting one of those units there. I think he's probably going to try to hit Bellicor. Now look at the log. Yes, does 4 mortal wounds to Bellicor. Heck yeah.
Wait,
Bellicor not have a ward?
no, not that I was.
Bodyguard to Legionnaires. Ethereal.
Oh, that's right. He's ethereal. Doesn't have a ward.
I was gonna say, I didn't remember him having a ward when I wrote all that up.
Again, Bellicor's a punk-ass bee. You think I know his war scroll? No. Not well. I know the one important thing. He does the Dark Master, and then he dies. That's all I care about.
Fair.
I used to kill him real good back when I had cannons that do 3 damage per. Fortunately, I don't got those anymore. Just a bucket of mortal wounds.
Imagine doing this 400 points, and people are like, you do a once per game ability and roar.
That's too expensive.
You're right.
Master can win a game.
Dark Master's really good, though.
He can win a game.
It's just the rest of Bellicor that's nah. He just curls his shadowy finger.
Like how Jasper curls his tail.
Man,
Exactly.
Bellicor's more like, get the boat, fuck the thunders.
We really should get a cam on Joe every time he's in the grot chair. It's quite funny.
We do need it. We do need a grot chair cam for Joe.
Specifically,
Optional-
just Joe. Because,
Optional grot chair.
Yeah. Because
Am I Andy?
the main grot chair is actually playing. Oh, now you're admitting it. Considering you painted that whole pumpkin black earlier?
Grots don't get chairs. They kneel on rice the whole stream.
I
Not a bad
mean,
idea for Joe, who we established has
Mhm.
short baby legs
Legs.
and, needs to be close to the ground anyway.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, short movement phase. We saw that Demon Prince move forward. Everything else is kind of either where it wants to be or it's engaged in combat.
Probably.
He has. Yeah, looks like he wants to pick a fight with the one spider. Vanguard make a 3-inch charge back into the spider that hurt them. They're really going for vengeance at this point.
Jeff, we don't need to shorten Joe any more than he already is.
He's pretty low to the ground, low center of gravity.
I know, and if you put him on his knees, he's seriously going to be low to the ground.
Joe does say that his low center of gravity makes him unstoppable. I prefer to think of it as bottom heavy. He's like one of those sand clowns that you just knock over. He gets right back up immediately.
No, it's the other way. No. He's top heavy, not bottom heavy.
Well, if he's top heavy, he's really easy to knock over and then turtles because he can't get back up.
I mean, that's probably true. Yes, a weeble wobble.
All right, looks like those warriors that were in the middle made a charge. They're nice, I believe 7-inch charge thanks to their banner getting them +1. Sorry, musician getting them +1, so they can charge without being in range of Scuttletide.
Mm-hmm.
Weeble Wobble, thank you. That's what they're actually called.
We just said that.
I was busy paying attention to the log.
Oh, right.
Bellacore does roar Big Blue, though.
Roar.
Which means no AO, no all-out defense against that big Shadow Sword. I think this is the last we've seen of Big Blue.
Maybe.
Spencer continues to fail roars. It's okay. He's done 20 mortal wounds with his Scuttle Boss. I think we're okay.
It's true. He has.
Scuttlebutt's living his best fucking life.
Absolutely.
And he gets to activate again. You know that Nurgle Prince is doomed.
Bye-bye, buddy.
There is, in fact, still a spider in Deep Strike. Yes, we still have purple spider in Deep Strike. Swarming all over the board.
Jeff, we need to make an animation of the spider on a trampoline.
It's either got to be on the trampoline, Joe, or it's gotta do like its eject pack and just fly into the sky.
That'd be great.
Actually, what I think would be a great animation is the grot on top of the spider ejects the pack, and only the grot flies, and the spider just stuck there.
You mean it goes into the ground?
The spider just goes in the ground immediately, comes back up, and the grot flies back to his back.
That would be great. Making it.
And again,
Bye-bye.
Bellacore does 6 red 2 damage to. Spencer, in fact, does not roll 6 6s. That's it. What's the wound count for the spider list? Bill, that's a good question. Let me look it up for you. It's good. It's a good.
43, I think.
Now, you know, all these people guessing when I'm just going to open up a Word document and figure it out.
I mean, it was on the one sheet that was actually
The one sheet I didn't look at because it didn't have all the rules.
right.
You were close. It is 146.
Oh, well, off by 3 is not too bad.
Off by 3 is pretty good.
But those 3 wounds actually do matter.
I mean, could potentially bring back another 6, 12, 36 wounds
Yeah.
with the shrine. Just so?
About 36 wounds. Oh, something to note that we didn't mention: the moon did not move. It's still in the middle of the board, so the whole army is still doing its venom on its.
Why would the moon move?
Because if he makes the 4 up, it has to move.
You roll, and then you see if it moves.
Yes.
Gits are all about random shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all dice.
Oh.
Purple Warriors are going to the yellow spiderlings.
Oh. Bye-bye, spiders.
Makes sense. And I also want to note the yellow spiders on the, I believe on the left, did 2 mortal wounds and no other damage. STD is in fact in trouble. Slaves is not in a good spot. It may be Chat's combat phase, but it seems like Spencer's the one taking over.
Probably. Maybe too much wrong with Jasper's tail.
It's kind of looking like it might be a little bit too many wounds to chew through. Turns out like 10 units of Spider Riders is like tough to deal with. They just kind of scuttle everywhere.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is we've seen like well over 30 mortal wounds from the spells and shit.
Yeah.
Like, Chad's made all of his saves.
He's made a lot of saves. He hasn't made a bunch of wards. You're right. The endless spells, I think, pulled a lot of work, Joe. I think the bigger thing is that there's not a lot of AoE in slaves. So unless you got really aggressive, hitting and clearing multiple units was a hard task.
Yeah. No. Between those endless spells doing a lot of work on like a big cluster of units, and that spider boss fucking popping off, like, it's been rough.
And I think but what's going to be interesting for the later rounds is that we're starting to get real low on pumpkin count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like after this turn, 4 of the objectives will have no pumpkins on it, which only leaves the home objective for Spencer able to be the one that can give a primary. Which, funny enough, is going to give Chad a chance to come back in this game.
Yeah.
Because everything holds true for Chad. He's going to get minimum 4 points, battle tactic plus 2, depending on what ends up happening in the middle here.
Sorklord on Manicore from...
Yeah, the Sorklord on Manicore for that many wounds would help a lot. The spell gonna do work.
The Sork Lord is not very pretty.
The Demon Princes, unfortunately, are not that great. 150 points for just a weapon. The hand apparently does nothing. It has claws. It does nothing. But is it fun? Yes, it's been very enjoyable to watch these Demon Princes.
What about Slanesh Demon Prince, flaming weapon, dual claws?
How do you
Joe
do
trying to get
this?
some spicy tech by saying Demon Prince with Slanesh mark, flaming weapon, and dual claws. Forgetting it only has one claw.
Yeah. It only
If you
takes
give it the
one.
one claw, because it does not have the axe or sword. If it takes the claw,
I was about to say, doesn't it have to hold something?
but it can choose. You can choose to either have the axe, the sword, or the malefic talons. That left hand that isn't holding anything can't attack. It's anemic. It's just.
He used to slap with
It it's got like atrophy or something. It just hangs there.
That's boring.
It is.
What's the point of having extra hands if you're not going to use them?
A very good point, Lexi. You got two hands, but apparently you can't use two hands.
Then that sword's probably double-handed, and the
out
axe.
You say that, but the model shows him holding it up with one hand. How many spiders are going to be dead?
I don't know.
There's a lot of spider riding units that are going down. That is a good thing for Chad.
It is. But also they can come back because of the moon, right?
Well, but Spencer can only bring back one unit at a time.
Oh, true.
He can't bring every unit back.
There
And
is
he is playing
one
Grimskettle, so he doesn't have a chance to re-roll it if he fails. So, not a lot of opportunities to bring stuff back. Spiders are putting a lot on the board, not banking a lot on bringing stuff back.
Well, there goes the other yellow spiders over there.
Demon Prince with Slanesh Mark and Hellfire Sword, Joe.
Was it Hellfire? Oh, for the mortals.
He used to have
do the
claws
mortals.
and either weapon, such
And Malefic Talons. If only we could have both. Yeah, he used to have claws in both weapons. Why did they feel the need to take away the talons?
Please, I don't get it.
Please explain to me, Games Workshop. Why can't he have a hand that does the stabby?
Oh.
Hellfire Sword's the artifact? Oh, you're not talking about the regular weapon. You want Malefic Talons with the artifact sword. Okay. And the Hellfire Sword makes it so that the unmodified rune rolls is 6, it does no mortal wounds equal to the damage characteristic. Okay. So then if you put it on the Talons that have 8 attacks, which are 3s and 3s, no Ren, but, there's Hoarfrost to actually make that fix. 2 damage, Flaming Weapon to make it 3 damage. Yeah, no, I can see that.
We saw some dude.
Seems like a lot to invest for a mediocre attack, but...
We saw a dude pop off with it at Volt Wars.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, dude popped off at Volt Wars with it. Okay.
Good to know.
Still seems like a lot to invest.
Yeah. The dude,
Just like we were saying, Chad's going to get 2 points from primary and battle tactic, and Spencer's going to get 2 from the primary. So that's going to leave us at a 15 points for Chad. And 16 for Spencer.
Oh.
With only one objective being able to get primary points on going into the bottom of the turn, which is Spencer, who is the only one who can collect points from the primary. We can see Spencer get a max of 3 points next turn.
Oh.
If he gets his battle tactic or not.
Oh, sorry. 16. How many primal do they have? 0, 2?
I don't know.
Go back to 3, wherever yonder he was.
I think Spencer spent 1, so I think he's at 2. He spent 1 on an unbind.
That's correct. 15, 16 right now?
let's see the blizzard.
Yes, 15, 16 on VP.
You want the blizzard? There you go. There's your dice cam for the blizzard.
No, Chad at 15. He got 4 points. He was at 11. He got 4 points. He should be at 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they're rolling it on the table and not in the dice cam.
Hey, look, I can see that he rolled that TA symbol. That's a 6. Team America, F yeah.
Oh, there they go.
Spencer's going for Follow the Moon battle tactic. So, Joe, you're going to have to put this one in. It was a custom book battle tactic.
One that we cannot do.
So, the battle tactic Follow the Moon is that Spencer needs to have more objectives than Chad, and they have to all be in the moonlight. Well, guess what?
They are.
They are, because the moon's board wide.
Which means Spencer could get 2 more battle
Spencer could get 3 points this turn.
Ah.
Because he can get his battle tactic for 2 points.
Yep.
Because controlling the objectives, being on to control the objectives for battle tactics is not tied to the pumpkin candy being on the board.
Oh, yeah.
But he can only get 1 for the primary because there's only 1 pumpkin that has candy on it.
Follow the moon.
And truthfully, there's 3 candies on it right now. That's probably gonna be all he needs for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
on that home objective.
You picked the right side.
Yeah, he did. Buddy.
I think it's really more that Spencer got lucky and rolled to add 3 candies to his home objective, with Chad not being able to threaten it. Hey ho! Happy Halloween!
Thank you. Happy Halloween to you too.
Coming in late. Where you been?
He's probably been passing out candy.
Probably. I mean, we literally stuck our bowl out front. So
You did. I passed by it on the way here. Your neighbors thought I was just in costume trick-or-treating. It was funny. That's true, since we had a couple new people in chat. If you're here, you just joined us, welcome. It is the Haunted Harvest, a thematic custom battle plan for the Age of Sigmar, where they have to harvest the custom candy pumpkins from the pumpkin patches. We are doing a giveaway today where you can get a custom Weirdcast tumbler, complete with your own name and your favorite faction on it. All you gotta do is type hashtag Spooky in the chat, and then we will use that giveaway to figure out who's gonna get it.
Whoop.
So if you're not entered into that, and that sounds like a cool product that you would like to have for free, go ahead and type hashtag Spooky in that chat. Lexi, would you put us on screen because there's no dice being rolled in that tray?
As they roll dice.
It's not important dice. It's just 2 dice. I can.
Okay. Back we go.
It's not like rolling the Scuttle Boss to see if he does 10 mortal wounds again.
Oh. And the stream cat's back.
Looks like Spencer uses all of his primal dice. He does hit the blizzard. He initially rolls a 5, plus 4 for a 9, plus 2 for an 11, plus 5 for 16. He points at Bellicor. I don't even need to know how many mortal wounds he does. Someone tell me how many mortal wounds. 17 mortal wounds, and Bellicor goes down for the count. Dirty Gobbo, you joined at just the right time to see Bellicor just
gone.
Find some snow. Gone. That Shadow Sword said, nope, I'm out.
There and out.
Jasper's like, what's happening?
However, that goblin does backlash 1 mortal wound on himself that he cannot ward.
You poor thing.
1 out of his 5 health. The little goblin that could. He made the air just a little colder, and Bellicor said, I can't deal with this.
I mean,
got a little too chilly outside.
Hellfire is usually what they're
Very odd theme for Bellicor.
It's a very odd thing for Bellicor. Got a little
change.
the weather change. I'm out. I'm done. I don't want to deal with this. No thanks. Mushroom goes off on a 10 and gets a 25-inch range. God, I love Gitz. Why don't I own Gitz? I don't know yet.
Why don't you own Gitz?
It's weird. It seems like an army that I would really enjoy, right?
Yeah. I would not be surprised.
Someday.
You just borrow it.
Oh, probably. Absolutely, I could borrow it. I know so many people with Gitz at this point.
Be like, hey, can I? Thanks. That'd be great. Yay!
I see an 11 to cast a spell.
Oh my.
Presumably a spell. The question is, what spell?
What spell is it? Boop, boop, boop. Jasper was like,
I see a mark. I see a token.
See things.
I've seen it. We're left with 3 demon princes against a lot of bugs.
I was about to say. Okay, so there's 3 warriors there.
There's 3 purple warriors, and there's
5 of the
6. Yeah, 6 of the yellow banners.
6 of the yellow. Sorry.
Yeah, there's one of the
was in the
tree.
way.
Yeah.
And
And we got 3 demon princes and 2 Varangard.
Man, am I just the weird one that likes to take a bunch of Vanguard?
No, not at all. That's pretty common. Yeah, Varangard are great.
Can we do 12 Vanguard?
You can do 12. You can do 12 Varangard and Archeon.
Let's do it. More Vanguard?
Joe forgetting that Varangard got a nice point drop and just absolutely had his world crushed underneath him.
Yes!
They got like a 5-point drop or a 10-point drop or something. 10 points, yeah, they went to 280.
You know what it was? All these fucking baddies playing Hosts of the Everchosen and just losing.
I mean, come on.
It turns out Archeon's pretty good, but his sub-faction is bad. 2 big spiders. Hey. Stick around and you'll see a third one. There is one. Still hiding. Purple's still hiding.
It's gonna come out.
It's got to come out. He's gonna come down from the sky. He ejected parachute up in the sky. He's gonna descend easily 9 inches outside that demon prince, probably at the back there. Although that Scuttleboss is going in. He's gonna go in.
In he goes. Oh, you can see his legs. They're over there in the corner. Oh, he's coming.
He's coming.
Oh, Lord, he's coming.
2 big spiders are ready. They are ready.
Ready and
Question is, where's the third? Where's the third?
Oh, they're in the corner, getting ready to move. You're gonna drop from the
See,
sky.
he's inching his way. He's teasing us. Teasing us with his presence.
Yep. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh,
I think he's angry. He is
going after
daring. He wants the Varangard.
Jasper's just enjoying himself.
Jasper's having a great time here.
I know, right?
Can I see Jasper on screen?
Come on.
We see his head? Okay.
There you go, buddy. He's like, stop moving me. I'm sorry. Here, I'll pet you.
Chad vigorously pointing at that top objective there. I'm not sure what for.
I don't
scare off the spider boss.
How?
There's nothing here. Go away.
Hand watch. Best part of Warhammer games on camera. Hand watch.
You know, right? I'm really expecting like
in.
Unless that Demon Prince can fly like all the way over there, I don't think there's a way to do it. Oh wait, there's one closer.
I mean, the Demon Princes can fly.
Well, yeah, but can they fly far enough is the question.
It's like a 12-inch.
The real question is, can you fly fast enough to get away from that spider boss?
No.
No.
He's gonna get him again.
He's gonna get him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got Curse of the Venom God on him this time. I think he's too far away to have been able to receive that buff. But one of these big spiders, maybe.
There goes more warriors. Bye bye, buddies.
Mushroom cloud.
Dude, that thing has been popping a warrior.
It is going. Yeah, it's done like consistently 1 to 2 warriors a turn. Scuttletide has also like done some work. Did 4 damage to Be'lakor, moved 2 warriors. Like
2 warriors.
Mushroom Cloud takes out a warrior in each of the units. Scuttletide took out some Chaos Warriors.
Of course it did.
The DP in the middle of the board on that objective takes a mortal wound. The one in the back does not. Mean and Green in the middle there is using all-out attack to attack that tiny warrior to see if he can just kill it off.
Blah.
Is he going to kill it? We're going to see.
Is he?
Let's see. Switches over to dice cam. I think they're rolling in the tray for them good attacks.
There you go.
I say good attacks again.
And there's nothing.
Lots of bows with no rend.
Yeah.
1 damage.
Roll in the tray. It'd be nice to have dice cam on all the time. We'd have to figure it out in the layout, though. There's no idea what's going on.
Yeah, the slaves army has no idea what's going on. The mushrooms are exploding. The tiny spiders are coming in the train. Giant spiders are flying. It is rough. This is not the fight that they were expecting. They rolled in hoping to see some Chris Stormcast for their like hammers and shit to attack, and instead just got bombarded by bugs and green men.
Yeah. No, I think he expected it. Bye, buddy.
No, we're thinking thematically with the army. They're just like confused.
I'm saying this Halloween it looks like the forces of spiders.
Spiders.
Beats out the forces of hell.
Yeah, creepy crawlies beat hell. Who would have thought?
Most things, because most people are afraid of spiders.
This is very true. Skeeter Strand all the way on the left makes it on a nice 9-inch charge.
Oh, man, there it goes.
Big Boss is getting in between the Demon Princes.
Having to move some... Are they on a base as big as...
I don't think the big boy can fit. I think it lands on the train, so he's coming in. Those poor Vanguard have not gotten to do like anything this game.
That's a waste of...
They've killed 5.
That is not a good use of a Vanguard. You cannot change my mind.
No. Not at all. I'm going to step out for a second, guys. I need a moment of air because it's hot.
Ugh.
Joe, would you like to take over for a moment? For a mere moments?
Get a little spicy in here.
It's warm in here.
It is warm in here. Hello, it's me.
Hello, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
How cute you sound. Oh, look, it's little old me.
Bitch, I'm always cute. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Oh, that's not looking good.
You're trying to sound all sweet, and in reality, you know damn well this shit's going
Okay, yeah,
down.
no, I've been watching this bloodbath behind the scenes all night. It's just rough. So rough. Oh, it's Coach.
It's Coach.
Nice. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Kind of at the ass end of the game. You missed some really silly stuff. We had a spider boss pop off for 20 mortal wounds in 2 combat phases.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was pretty sick.
Yes, that's correct. You saw it.
What happens.
Right? You want to say hi to Coach?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
The coach brought me back. Had to.
Oh, they're rolling some more.
Welcome. It's good to have you. Coach also plays Gitz. I'm sure he is very much enjoying the Spider beatdown right now.
Of course he is.
Coming in to see Spider beat down the forces of chaos.
Oh, I ditched the wig.
Of course, also I must be good luck. I walk into the garage and Spencer finally makes a roar.
What?
I'm going to take credit for that,
If
whether
you
or not it's actually true.
I'm watching all those dice roll.
Look at them dice.
It was so sweet to listen to Joe be like, "Oh, how sweet is this little thing going on?" And I'm like, "Joe, you know damn well you've been watching this whole game."
Joe trying to act like he ain't been here.
Exactly.
Just wanted to, like, you know.
Yeah, no, not
No issue with
Should have been here earlier.
no issue with being late, Coach. So we're playing our custom haunted harvest battle plan, where you got to harvest the pumpkins from the pumpkin patch right now. The spiders basically swarmed the board, did a bunch of shots. Scuttleboss with Venom the Spider God basically exploded a Demon Prince in a half. And out of 4 big spiders, Spencer's only lost 1, and the Oops All Demon Princes and Bellicor has gotten kind of run down.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. GW must nerf this battle plan. Too unfavorable.
Right?
At the moment, the only objective that can reap primary reward points is that bottom objective there. You see those pumpkin candies? There are 3 pumpkin candies, which means 3 turns so far. 3 turns left for it to give up primary points. Now that could change.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever goes second in the round at the start of the round can pick 3 objectives to get D3 pumpkins back. So.
Are they done rolling?
The double turn with the moon in the middle was in fact clutch.
It was.
Spencer doubling 1 to 2, getting the moon board wide, and then keeping it board wide for round 3 really did a lot.
I don't even know where it is anymore. Probably under that spider.
The token's been removed, but right now it's basically under the spider. It's either under the spider or off the board, but at the moment the moon is still fully board wide. I'm glad your hot tub was nice. It's good to have you back.
Yeah. As you can see, much has happened.
The pumpkin spice latte is probably the most basic American pumpkin item, apart from pumpkin pie.
What about pumpkin candies?
Pumpkin candies are good, but like when you think like brand,
Oh,
like
yeah.
if we were to have a brand for like America that was pumpkin related,
It's pumpkin spice.
it's got to be pumpkin spice lattes.
So hear me
specifically.
out,
All right, Joe, hit me with the sauce. You want to come to say it on this mic? No.
I think that the pumpkin item is divided on a hard sexual line. I think most men.
Joe is making comments that I was not prepared for.
Neither was I.
Pumpkin pie. Well, a lot of women.
Pumpkin pie is delicious.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Let's see. Okay. So Joe's theory is that most women, if they were going to choose between the two, between the pumpkin spice latte and the pumpkin pie, would choose the latte. Lexi, do you think what would you choose?
Clearly, I'm not the normal. I would choose the pumpkin pie.
Choose the pumpkin pie. I would also choose the pumpkin pie, which is what Joe says most men would choose. Though I do like me a good pumpkin spice latte.
Coach is saying, I'm worried where this is going.
I'm worried where this is going.
You know,
Coach is worried for you, Joe.
I know. We were a little worried there for a second.
Look, I'm not.
We had a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. They are very. It's just a hypothetical here.
No offense, but
Ideally,
you get pie than you do a latte. No offense.
It's true. Ideally, we got a nice fall day. See, Joe, your theory's getting rebuked already.
Yeah.
Bill's doing the science. He went and asked his wife. Wife chose pie. I think Coach is worried you're going to get canceled, Joe.
I do too.
This is why you're the grot in the chair tonight.
I
don't have a mic.
This is why Joe isn't the grot in the chair most of the time, and Chad is, because we have to not mic him up.
I think Joe's fearing the grot chair with no mic is giving him too much power.
Right. Say whatever I want.
Ideally, good fall day. You get a PSL earlier in the day, and then you have pumpkin pie later with dinner. You get both. We can have both, people.
Dinner. Dessert first.
Look, I'm a man who loves his turkey. It was turkey and mashed potatoes.
No dessert.
So I'm all in on having a bunch of that, and then letting the pie drift me off into Wonderland for my Thanksgiving nap.
3 votes latte. I'm the only smart one that picked pie.
House full of women.
The question is, what did your son pick? I want to know. Two weeks? My man, you're making me want to make a drive.
What's he doing in Dallas in 2 weeks?
What are you doing in Dallas in 2 weeks, Coach? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What's happening in Dallas? Is there a Korn concert or something? You've been giving me a nice hit of 90s nostalgia lately.
True.
Look, okay, that is some fair logic to make sure you enjoy your dessert in case you don't survive the main course. Here's the thing. I don't...
That's Atlanta.
411 Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes total sense. I forgot. That really is coming up close. That really came up fast.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Final Champion.
Yeah.
Got a few Texas boys going over there. Shout out to them Harambe's heroes that managed to get all them golden tickets.
Joel, I think he's going to.
I believe our own man Joel is going. I'm not sure. Hope he makes it. It'll be fun.
I know Brian set up an Airbnb, so hopefully he filled that out.
Wars in Dallas in 2 weeks. That's dope.
Yeah.
That'd be a good.
Oh, yeah. Are they done rolling? Where are they at?
However, probably not in line with the layover.
2 weeks later for that.
It's true. If only it could have lined up that coach could have made it to Slammo with us. He would have had a fun time in San Antonio with us.
Well, coach should just come to Smash and Brass.
I mean, we just need coach to come down to a Texas event again. Yeah. I know he wants to come back. He's mentioned some barbecue to me before.
To convince Andrew to do some barbecue?
We can get Andrew to make some barbecue. He does make a really mean brisket.
Yes,
And that
he
means
does.
we don't have to worry about waiting in line for Franklin's.
I wouldn't even wait in line for Franklin's to begin with.
Look, Franklin still makes a good brisket.
Get
But
your Franklin's for free.
But why wait in line for Franklin's when we got a friend who can make a real mean brisket?
Right.
God, I want brisket right now. It's been a long stream. I'm getting hungry, guys.
I know, right?
Threatening me with a good time. That's right. That's right.
We always are. Come on.
That's right. A good time and sweet nothings, coach. Come on over.
Are they done rolling over there? I can't even tell.
We're gonna find out. I should look at the log so I can catch up on what's happening.
There's a significant lag
Of moving.
on the board.
Well, clearly, there's one Baron Guard, one Demon Prince, one Purple Warrior, and 5 Orange Warriors.
Yep.
At this point, Spencer had a real good bottom of the turn, and they tied priority 2-2. So I think they're at a talk out point.
Yep.
Chad can win for the top of the turn. I think as far as points go, it's just like we said. Spencer's going to get 3 VP. Yep.
It's back to us, of course.
So Spencer goes up to 19 points.
Oh, I ditched the win, guys. Sorry.
All good. However, can you update the score, please?
Yeah.
Spencer gets an additional 3 points.
What? 3 points.
Chad does win priority back because he had the top of the turn.
Yeah.
But I think they're at talk it out mode because, like you mentioned, Chad has 1 Vanguard, 1 Demon Prince, and a total of 6 warriors spread across 2 units.
Yeah. And that spider's like literally looking it's going to eat the pumpkin and then going to eat the warriors.
There's still, exactly. There's still 3 big spiders on the board, some smattering of heroes, aka Blizzard generators, and that Scuttle Boss that has been a mean machine and 2 endless spells. I don't think Chad has any way of coming back in this game.
Maybe not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, gee, Salt Lake 10 minutes away. Oh. That's a good spot to be in.
At?
That's a good, closer to Dripping Springs, lower south, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm real hungry. Unfortunately, it's going to be late, and the only thing that's going to be open was like...
P. Terry's.
Yeah, P. Terry's, yeah. That's pretty good. A good burger somewhere. Bee Cave? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Somewhere south of here.
Yeah, somewhere way south of here.
Driftwood. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Now here's the thing. I got a long lunch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
As my conference period is in the middle of the day. So, and the school I work at is right next to Black Iron Barbecue, so I might be going and getting myself a brisket grilled cheese sandwich after all this barbecue talk.
What's peak candy to get in your
Peak candy to get in your trick or treat? Oh,
peak?
When I was a kid, I loved the big Three Musketeers bars.
That would have been Chad's pick. Let's see. I'd have to say the Blue Warheads.
Blue Warheads? Okay.
Well, anything blue raspberry in a mix of stuff, I will instantly eat.
Anything that's a king size candy bar is all like has to objectively be good, though.
True.
It's just a lot of candy for like minimal effort.
Candy corn?
So you
Okay.
just want pure sugar. That's fair. I respect it. Respectable opinion. Snicker bars in the freezer? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Any candy bar in the freezer is good.
Also true. Frozen candy bars objectively better than regular candy bars.
Also, Girl Scout cookies in the freezer are also good.
Very, very true.
I won't eat warm Girl Scout cookies ever.
Frozen Thin Mints.
Yes, perfect. Oh, and those new Adventurefuls too in the freezer.
Oh, those are really good.
Those are good.
We saw the nice handshake from the players, so I think
they are.
I think they have figured out who's the winner and who's the loser.
Maybe.
Your favorite Italian restaurant is in Driftwood. What's the Italian restaurant? For just out of curiosity here. Not that I'm going to note it down because I would like to go get some pasta.
Man, pulled 3 king sizes?
Dude, yes, Girl Scout cookies are crack. That's got to be the secret ingredient.
It depends on which bakery it comes from, though. That's even more dangerous because some of them taste more like...
That's true. Some of them taste even better than normal.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Are we all taking a trip down there to go eat?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Absolutely not. Oh, what are we finding out?
Trying to figure out.
What?
I think Spencer's just motioning through surround and destroy, if I had to guess.
Probably.
I have to move back to Discord to see what the yeah, call it. Spencer's going to get 2 battle tactics, his grand strat, and 3 VP this turn, plus any other turns VPs. And Chad is going to have nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Get drunk sampling wines and eating pasta. My man, that sounds like a great weekend.
I guess we're going to have to go down there.
Oh, y'all making me hungry. This
I know, right?
Talks.
And you ate before the stream.
I did have some good soup that my fiance made beforehand, but it's been like 5 hours? About 5 hours.
So, do you want the winner or do you want the loser?
Up to you. I'm going to let you decide.
I'll take Spencer.
You want Spencer? All right. So who's first? All right. Come on in, Chad. Yeah, give it.
It's to us.
No. We're on the main board.
There you go.
Right, come on. Here we've got Mr. Demon Lord himself. We've got Chad coming in to join me. In fact, let me shift over here and make this a little bit easier.
Let me sit down.
Tell me more about said soup.
I'm just gonna hold this.
One. The reason the fiance soup is top tier is because it is made with love, obviously. But also, she just put in like a shit ton of spices that also like cayenne pepper, paprika, some chili powder, some hatch green chili seasoning, and just made it with a good kick. Oh, I love me some spicy soup.
Joe made a really good meat stew the other day. It had onions, carrots, potatoes. It was real good. Ate it with a little bit of rice. I didn't quite enjoy it with the rice, but it's what you do.
Sounds so delicious. Now here to get off the food. Tell me about the game.
So my biggest regret is that I completely misdeployed Matt Damon.
Yep.
I moved him too far forward, and then when I redeployed on the right side of the board, I actually should have just redeployed him more towards the center.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that in hindsight. It's like, oh, I messed up.
But, well, let's think about it. How many games have you played like recently?
Recently.
Not much, right? It's okay.
My total career, I could probably count on one hand. But I enjoy the game.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Was it fun running a bunch of Demon Princes?
It was. I miss old Demon Princes.
I did. You and me both, brother.
I see what current Demon Princes can do, and I'm like, oh, okay, these command actions and these heroic actions are so cool. Mm-hmm. But they cost the command points. They cost your heroic actions. I kind of wish they were a little bit more just like a passive ability, and then just kind of tweak them back up to what they used to be, and I think they'd be great.
It's a little bit resource intensive, and you lost a lot of combat on the back end
to
kind of miss the punch. If we had like the old combat profiles, would be great.
Yeah, because then it's like I get the weapon, I get the claw, and then I get maybe like one other thing. But the big thing I was actually kind of gunning for was the my general's ability of doing an action after another leader does an action.
Really sweet.
Because
really
that could really help in how much this list wanted to do.
Yes.
But then unfortunately it just all started coming down, and I ended up losing.
In my thought process, when I looked at the board, when I look at how far spread that Spencer got, I was thinking you weren't aggressive enough.
Yeah. I think maybe I should have that Corn Demon Princess. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, we're all paying for the sins of the last book.
And I talked to Joe about it a little bit. He was curious why I didn't kind of go for the suite of Demon Princes where they were all kind of different.
Mhm.
And I kind of just looked at it as go, no, I kind of want to stick with Nurgle and Corn because I think they're probably the best ones out of the 5.
Yeah, of the 5 marks, I think I would agree.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had no Eyes of the Gods. I had no, none of that special stuff to use on Divided, and I couldn't go for probably my favorite turn 1 battle tactic of just rolling the Eyes of the Gods table.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point that you made there. We've seen the Eye of the Gods table be just like massive for the Mortals heroes. The Demons not having that. But I mean, like, you can't ascend once you've ascended.
Yeah. But you can get better after you've ascended.
That's true. They could just give them something else.
What did you think of the game, though?
The game was fun. I thought it was really fun to commentate. There were some great moments in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a fun battle plan.
Yeah.
I think Jeff came up with a cool battle plan.
The idea of each player can score at the end of each other's turn really makes it a very back and forth.
It's a bit volatile.
Yeah.
As far as like where the points go.
Because when I asked the points were, it was like 15-14. I'm like, wait, what? We scored that many?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it.
It's great. You both had 7 after round 1. Or 7 after your first turn, so like 10 after round 1. It was great.
But then it was like, oh, we have now milked the tank dry.
Yes.
So now it's which ones do we pick?
Mm-hmm.
And
it became a slot machine, not only on what you pick, but how much you roll. Yeah. Like Spencer getting the 3 on his home objective was huge.
Very big, because then he's just going to score a free point every turn.
Pretty
There's
much.
nothing to do about it.
And yours ended up getting drained really quickly, which is, I think, part of why you end up falling behind at the end.
I was really hoping, since I was less drops, if any of the middle objectives rolled a 1, I just take it. And then maybe it could have been a different game, but that's all. The game is what it was.
Makes sense.
All right, I think the winner is ready to be interviewed, and they're doing a little victory dance there at the door. So let's let them get on the couch.
Let's let them come by. Come on down.
We'll let Eli get up first. I got the winner. I got the winner.
The green screen doesn't really work with this.
No, it doesn't.
Or my little goblin friends.
You should probably lean forward.
Got John Goblicon and Happy Goblicon. And the green face, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to lean way forward. Oh, there you go.
Thank you, Harrison, for letting me borrow the mask. It's very much appreciated. I'm not going to say that it was instrumental to the win, but it really got me in the mood to play Goblins.
So, you won massively with your lovely spiders crawling all over the board today.
Yes. I think really the biggest boon that I had, other than the really fun and interesting battle plan, was just the sheer amount of wound density with 5 spiders in each unit.
Yeah.
So killing one unit is fine, but there's another one right behind it. And so even if you do 40 damage, you're killing 5 models, right?
Coach says method actors attack nuts.
Coach, I would, except I have hair, and that's not coming off. But yeah, so I think really the MSU Spider Riders and just the ability for magical prowess in this particular GHB is extremely helpful. Taking 2 spells on my heroes gives me a lot of versatility. Having Madcaps being able to just, once per game, choose another spell from the lore and cast it is also super, super helpful.
I just remember putting all of that in on the paper and just being like, lots and lots and lots of spells.
Too many spells. Yeah.
It was so many of them. I was like, oh, there's Blizzard again.
The redundancy was super helpful.
Yeah.
I was able to keep a Blizzard off board and kind of scare Chad into not moving into my line. Otherwise, he would be taking a Goblin Blizzard to the face.
Probably.
Overall, the list was super fun. Harrower 7. So Goblins and especially spiders are super swingy, but they can be super fun, even if you are on the back foot.
Yeah.
And I love my spiders. I've been playing them for 5 years almost, and maybe 6 years, and it's been great. It's not my only army, but it's nostalgic for me. The war party counting as 10 models on objective, clutch.
That was really. I think we laughed so hard because all we were thinking about with your spider was like, oh, it's jumping in a trampoline and it disappeared. And then it was
Yeah.
like shooting at it 2 times.
It's a little trapdoor spider.
Yeah.
And I meant to put him back in the ground after dropping off the blizzard and forgot. And so, having that extra mobility, especially just as one, threatening any sort of sides or objectives is super helpful. You Arachnarok. Thank you, sick ath. Yeah.
Oh, the Grot's actually in his chair.
Giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway.
Do we have a giveaway?
Yeah, we had a giveaway.
How'd it go?
We gotta. How do we do the giveaway?
Who do you have entries? How did you do
Yeah.
entries?
Hashtag spooky.
Did you set up?
We'll have to go and look through.
So okay. How long have we been live?
The easiest thing is going to be going back through chat and looking at all of the
people.
hashtag spookies.
And
I have tomorrow.
Okay.
I have plenty of time.
So giveaway will be TBD. We'll have to do this offline.
yeah,
There's been a couple goblins in the computer, so
yeah, a little. You mean a lot?
yeah, just blame Green Man.
Well, also, all of your spiders might have crawled in there a couple times too. So,
Yeah.
We gotta get the cobwebs out.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
absolutely.
Yeah. So this was a ton of fun, and it's definitely just kind of the silliness that you need going into a GT this weekend. So super excited for that.
Yeah, that was super fun, and it was super great for the spooky part.
Yeah. Everyone else does Night Haunt and Soulblight on Halloween, which I think is appropriate, but scary demon princes and scary spiders also works.
Like I was saying, most people are afraid of spiders, so,
Yeah, exactly.
so I was like, how appropriate.
Yeah.
Yay. Where's Eli?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Anyway, Ghosts? What? Come on, Harrison. I think it's ghosts.
Ghosts are nerds.
Yeah, they are.
They're books. They're nine tomes that they don't have anymore. Suck it in the gash.
They really don't have anything, do they? I've seen those ghosts come in and out of the house twice. They're not allowed back in now. And neither is
Did you guys?
Lumineth Rumlords.
Was the hashtag spooky mentioned?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys mention the issues with it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just did.
And we've got Eli back for the chair.
Hello, lovelies. I'm here to close this out
Yep.
because it's been very fun having you here. But like we talked at the end of the stream, I'm hungry and I want food.
That makes 2 of us.
We love that many of you came out and enjoyed our game with us. This very thematic and custom Haunted Harvest version of Age of Sigmar between our thematic demon princes and our creepy crawly spiders. The battle plan is in fact already up on Twitter, Chad.
Hey.
Yeah.
So if you would like it, you're welcome to go find it. I believe at Weird Knobs, because Jeff is the one who actually made it and threw it up. It's either that or it's on the actual The Weirdcast.
I think it's on the Weirdcast.
It's one of
It's
the two.
one.
An orc head pops on my timeline, and I like and repost because I'm a friend. But we hope you really enjoyed the show. We'll be back next Tuesday
For a recap of Slambo.
for a recap of Slambo, the GT in San Antonio that most of us are coming to this weekend. A full-on charity event that a lot of us are going to have a ton of fun on that. So tune in next week to see how we did. If you want to look at what we've done for that, last Friday we did a Slambo list review. You can catch that on our YouTube, youtube.com/TheWeirdcast. If you want to follow any kind of updates that we're doing, follow primarily Joe, but it's the Weirdcast Twitter handle @TheWeirdcast. or you can follow me at 16er.ramos. I don't believe Lexi has a Twitter.
I actually do.
She does. Would you like to promote it?
Sinister Snow Fox.
At Sinister Snow Fox. And if you like what we're doing, we're happy to have you here. Drop us a follow, give us a like, send us a nice message. We're happy to hear it. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
The end card.